So we've already done a lot.
So do you want to do the exit interview? The exit interview we don't need to prep for. I can just go.
No, yeah.
But the Ryan Johnson / I brought my computer too because I do want to be a little bit more, especially on the Ryan Johnson side because I'm not as good. So one thing I do want to talk about Ryan Johnson is like Last Jedi discourse, which seems to have like entered into like rage bait now.
Yeah,
it's like a really hot rail topic, and I don't quite understand why. And it's just because I'm not like a big Star Wars guy, but I loved The Last Jedi. But now I realize that's like a troll take these days. It seems like
liking The Last Jedi, is no longer. It switches back and forth, but at this point now, I'd say that not liking The Last Jedi is the troll take.
I thought Last Jedi was the only Star Wars movie I've ever been like start to finish. Holy fuck, that was awesome in theaters. Like I came out of it being like a sense of like true like wonder and like mystique.
What Ryan's going for? He wanted
that final fight scene is one of my favorite set pieces in all of Star Wars. And now I'm not as well versed in like Andor. I've seen pretty much everything else though. Obviously the original, obviously the prequels. So I've seen all 9.
Rogue One? You've seen Rogue
I've seen Rogue One.
Yeah.
Saw Rogue One. And
but yeah, that
so like I've seen pretty much every
I know it makes sense. It's so sick. And yeah, the tracking, like if you track the choreography of it, like I think Rey just kind of like pops up and like teleports at one point, but like who the fuck cares?
It's cool.
It looks cool. It looks so
the white
cool.
and the red and the black.
Yes, it's just rad.
really like eye popping. Like it really is like holy shit, this looks incredible.
And for a dude that's never done like an action sequence like that before, Ryan Johnson crushes the fuck out of that.
That's what I think. Okay, so I'm gonna get. So what's your Wi-Fi?
Oh shit, I'm not even sure. It is Netgear 83.
Netgear, give me a second here. Netgear 83, got it.
Yeah, and the password is roundtree806, all lowercase. Do you want water or something?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
It's roundtree806. We're Gucci. Okay. So do you want to start with the exit interview first, or do you want to do the Ryan Johnson beat points first?
I say we just get into the exit interview part and just...
Okay, and that will record...
Because, and there's something I have to ask you that Gertz wanted me to ask you.
Okay.
He wants to know...
Thank you, buddy.
He wants to know how you feel...
I like your little decoration.
Yeah, it's just something my mom gave me on the way out. And they were here yesterday letting Ellie out, so I had to make sure they were out.
Okay.
But, yeah. So he wants to know how it feels that you lost your game because you benched Kim.
Yeah, no, I know. This has to be discussed.
Yeah.
I assume you're recording everything. Come on.
Yeah.
How you been, dude?
Been doing all right.
Holding up all right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got the ashes for my cat yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough, man.
Yeah. But it feels like done now, getting those.
Yeah, that's a little bit of closure.
Yeah, exactly.
You can keep them close.
Yeah.
Keep her close.
Yeah.
So, you going home? Are you gonna going over mom and dad's, or just for Christmas?
Yeah, I'll be over there for Christmas.
Early or what?
And New Year's. Michaela gets here on Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Gonna watch some soccer?
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch a lot of soccer.
Dude, so I know that I was like kind of shitting on them when they were taking over the TVs, like the Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think it was Arsenal.
Yeah, it was Arsenal.
It was Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was Liverpool for a second.
If it was Liverpool, I would have been with you on that. Put anything else on. Put on fucking tennis.
Dude, their chants are insane.
Yeah.
Like the whole bar knows the chants.
Yeah.
It's like,
dude, the songs.
It's like even over here, like you guys aren't even. There's got to be like a Facebook message, like
yeah.
group or something.
So they're like official club groups that are like, I mean, in some cases they own part of the club. Like every German club is 51% owned by fans.
That's fun.
Yeah. So the fan group essentially runs the club for the most part, except for, like branding deals and stuff like that.
Like even like Bayern, like
even
the big
Bayern,
ones.
Yeah. They just happen to have the richest 49% of anybody else in the league by a large margin. Yeah.
Because I know it's not Milan. It's the other. Is it Barcelona? That it's sort of like the Packers, like the fans own shares, or like it's public. Or like how does that work? Isn't there one that's like funky like that?
There are some, but yeah, there's a bunch of teams like that. I think Barcelona is partially owned by like the province of Catalina. I think that might be what it is.
That's what it is.
Because like Real Madrid is partially owned by the King of Spain.
It was Madrid.
Yeah, Real Madrid. That's where the Real comes from. It is the royal team.
Of course.
Yeah. It's very, very like, it's not just like, oh, we're the king was like, yep, I like this one. I shall have part of it. He only owns like I think 10% or something like that, but still like that. It's like his market.
Hey, that's enough to put your name on it.
You put your name on it.
That's cool, man. You guys gonna watch some of the games because what is that, the 26th or is that the 27th? 26th.
Some teams will play on the 27th. I think United plays on the 27th, but Arsenal and Spurs will be playing. Arsenal's my dad's team. And Spurs is Andrew's team, Michaela's.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, they're getting married in the spring or in the summer?
In the summer. I should know this. It's like June.
Yeah, 15, you're officiating that thing. You better have that marked down.
It's on the calendar somewhere. I got it written down somewhere.
Good to hear, man. How are they doing? How's mom and dad?
They're doing good. Dad's still enjoying retirement. He's texting me about the United game right now. And then Mom is very much looking forward to her retirement.
Yeah, this is her last year?
No, she's still got, I think she still has like 3 more she has to do until she can hit like Medicaid. She's really just waiting to hit Medicare age. The main reason she has the job is just to like have health insurance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
But this first semester's done now, which means she doesn't have to deal with freshmen anymore, which is always her favorite part of the year. So she's excited for that.
That is fun.
Yeah.
You guys gonna do presents and stuff? What'd you get them?
I got my dad.
Or maybe you don't want to tell because they might.
No, there's no way they'll listen to this one. I got my dad a bunch of Dayton Triangles gear. So the Dayton Triangles were like one of the very first NFL teams. The first NFL game was played in Dayton with that team. I
remember that. Yeah. They talked the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Football Hall of Fame talks about that. Yeah.
When we went there when I was in high school or something like that to visit my mom's brother, and my dad spent most of his time in that section, just going through all the Dayton Triangle stuff. One of his fantasy teams is the Triangles.
You know, if I had hung on, that was top of my list. Drafted in Canton.
Oh, Canton would be fun.
Like
that would be cool.
That'd be a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe we can do that. Somebody like that first dynasty.
Yeah. I mean,
not 27, but maybe something later.
Yeah. That'd be something to talk about. Like,
We could go to the Hall of
Especially
Fame
for
game.
the Dynasty. Yeah, the Hall of Fame game would be fun.
I think we're gonna have to get. I think we should get yellow jackets, gold jackets.
Yellow jackets. I think the robes are enough.
I think I missed my chance, Tom. I don't think next year is not looking great,
It looked shitty for Bill.
dude. I
should've
would
brought
have
him
beat
up.
him. I would have beat him. That is,
No, you would have. You're right. That's fair.
and it's not written anywhere. And we were winning the vote.
It does kind of like defeat the purpose of the rule. You do see that, right? Like he gets to pick his opponent, and then those are the only two people you can't pick.
Well, there's no place that says I don't get to pick Bill.
I mean, if you had gotten first and picked Bill and he was second, I'd be able to see that argument. That argument makes a lot more sense to me than second picking first.
Because I get Drake London back this week. Like,
Yeah, you were
my team's gonna go 2-1 these last 3 weeks, and the one loss is gonna be fraudulent. That's what I say.
I am interested to see how well Bill will do against Joe, because if he
Dude,
if Joe sneaks by with like a shitty win with only like 111 or something, and you're sitting in that fifth round game or third place game or whatever with 150, that's
I should probably set my lineup just to be realistic about it, just so I can let everyone know.
I did that for last year because I wanted to see if my team would have actually popped off and like the first week of the playoffs, like I had planned.
Makes me sick. So it makes me sick, Tom.
Yeah,
that's what it does. I mean, I think I'm gonna bench Ibuka.
It's not the worst idea in the world.
What a horrible trade.
I don't know if that's going to end up being a horrible trade. He might be worth being a good keeper.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I traded Williams, who's on Bennett's team.
Yeah.
And I traded Tet McMillan.
Yeah.
Who's now on Bill's team. And a second round pick. That was a bad one.
That stinks.
That was a bad one.
Part of me does regret trading away JMO, because I really did want to just watch the Lions, but that was the only way I was going to get Bennett's third round pick, so I just had to.
I mean, he is just popping off these last couple. Whatever. Can't win them all.
No, can't dwell on it.
Just trying to
can only look forward.
Trying to win one. Just trying to win one.
Well, Dynasty will be like a good reset to get your mind into that. Like, honestly, you could be starting early on Dynasty. That's kind of what I did. Like, I had already written off this year before the season even began. I drafted so many quarterbacks for a reason, because I needed one of them at least to take off as a keeper, trade for extra value. Yeah, exactly. I was already.
We gotta figure that out. Like, what we're doing with 27 picks, because like next year, like we can trade picks, I guess, but I think it'd be the draft order, so
important that we distinguish whether or not we're doing just one full draft for the first season, or if we're doing a vet draft then a rookie draft, because that would change. I could see, like, we could, like, if we wanted to, we could set a limit. Like, you can't trade any vet picks, but you can trade. Hey,
what's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy. How's it going, Imhoff?
How we doing?
Doing good.
Good. What's the score? Is that the score?
It's the win.
That's fun. You gonna frame that?
No. But I will. I don't know how to change it off my background. It started at 11, I thought, no?
No, noon. And Raleigh's naturally running late.
Well, I guess 11 for you.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago.
Okay, so it is already. Are we recording?
Yeah, we are recording.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I guess.
so what are you guys chatting about?
We were talking about dynasty stuff and future picks for 2017. Whether we should do a vet draft, then a rookie draft, or if it should be all one big draft for 2027.
All one.
All one.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I think that for, like that startup is like, from what I've been reading and talking to people that are in them, it's like 20, 25 rounds. Like you're picking your full thing, and then the rest, every year after that is. Some people only do 3 rounds. Some people do 5 or 6 for rookies. Like I think it just depends on what we want to do.
Yeah, I haven't seen any that go more than like 5 or 6. But
What would you guys think? We were talking Imhoff about like trading picks in 26 because those would be 2027.
Sorry, continue.
Because those would be 2027.
Yeah. I think that like first year up front, you just gotta go raw dog it. Like you just gotta go in. Everyone has the same everything. You draft all the players, and then from there you can just let chaos happen.
Yeah,
you can trade as far out as you want. You can trade 4 years down the road if you want.
that's true.
That's true. Well, I think Sleeper goes 3 years out.
I mean, we could have it on record. Coach could figure it out.
Yeah.
Like if you really wanted Jeremiah Smith, you could trade out like a few years.
Yeah, you could trade 2 years out.
Oh, Spears is already thinking about that.
He's so good. He is so
You guys watched that Bears game last night?
No.
Oh my fucking god!
I saw they won in overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. They were down 10 with like 3 to go, and Caleb Williams threw a 50-yard touchdown to No, they were down 10 with 3 to go, and then they kicked a field goal. And then they recovered an onside kick, which is 8% likelihood. And then they threw a 50-yard bomb touchdown pass to DJ Moore to tie the game up to get to OT. And then OT was crazy. Both teams turned it over their first possession.
Oh, shit.
And the Bears just drove down. And so it was insane. Like, I can only imagine what the money line was for the Bears money line at some point in that game. It was for sure over. Crazy game. Honestly, one of the best games of the year.
Dude, he's slinging it.
Yeah, and that defense is.
He looks horrible though. That's his like 6th comeback. He looked horrible the rest of the game.
Yeah,
honestly,
he's still a rookie.
This is.
I love you taking advantage of the video chat.
It's funny that it like moves with you.
This will be fun.
Hey. Hello.
Oh my. What am I walking into?
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything seems fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems totally normal. No problems here.
Yeah, no notes.
What's up, fellas?
Oh.
How you doing, man?
Good.
What you just ate dinner over there? Like, what's the Imhoff? What are you doing?
I just finished eating. Yeah, it's 6:15 here.
Nice. You guys going to Ireland for Christmas? Were you?
Yeah, staying across this side of the world, but yeah, Ireland. And then, yeah, nothing across the pond until probably like April of next year, honestly. So,
whoa.
Yeah, which is nice because I went back to the U.S. way too much last year. So
yeah, 2 trips to Vegas is a lot, man.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. we went 9 times last year, so trying to do it less this year. Yeah. Come here. You want to come say hi, Julie? Oh. The dog wants to say hello.
Gertz, did you see the Bears highlights?
I watched the highlights. Yeah, dude, that game looked amazing.
It was unreal. It was a great game.
I'm really happy for Chicago. So Michael lives 1 mile from the stadium, and he said they were going all night. Like people were just losing their minds. All night.
I can only imagine.
So did they lock up a like a seed? Did they lock up the division? What was the?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
maybe it was the Packers.
I don't think so.
Not yet. Okay.
I don't think
But
so.
that was more of a big brother, little brother moment. Like the
Yeah.
Packers are the big brothers, and
Yeah.
this was like little brother is now 6'4" and 220, and he's gonna beat you up.
Gertz, that sounded a little personal there.
No. I'm just really, really happy for the Bears fans, man. They're so tortured. We'll see what happens in the playoffs, but it's been fun.
Oh no, dude! Doesn't matter how you play throughout the game. If you can win games like that in the playoffs, man,
Yeah.
like I don't know.
Lots to be said about that. Gertz, I already asked Imhoff this, but I wanted to get your thoughts on for the dynasty draft. Do you think we should do a vet draft, then rookie draft, or all one draft?
For that first year,
Yeah, just for that first year, and then all the rookie drafts after that.
I have given this zero thought. I don't know. I don't care, honestly. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. Like I'll be passive in this one.
Gotcha.
I think consistently it would make sense to do rookies and then the normal draft. Isn't that how it works normally? With the startup?
From what I've seen, I started reading the like Dynasty Fantasy Football subreddit, and for a lot of first timers, they started doing like the vet draft first, and that's like 20, 22 rounds, something like that, and then the rookie draft after that, which is like 3 to 5 rounds.
Yeah. I would like, if we're going to separate them, if we separate them, it would be rookie draft first and then normal draft. So,
yeah.
I think my only hard fantasy take, or draft, dynasty take is I don't want to reset if someone wins a couple in a row. I think that's soft.
Okay.
That's my only thing.
I'm coming around on that too. I liked the idea of it when thinking about Madden and stuff, but that's Madden. That feels a little different.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, because there's so many ways to trade. Like, there's so many ways to tank without tanking.
Yeah.
Like, you can trade, like, guys that are good now but aren't super young, right? Like, you could be trading Devontae Adams for future picks.
Right.
Like, yeah, he's good now, but who knows, next year he might retire. Like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of ways to keep it interesting. I think players will be more traded than picks.
Yeah.
Did the Eagles win? Did Jalen Hurts do enough shovel passes to get you some points? What happened last night?
Yeah,
I
they
only saw
won.
the first half. Oh.
Yeah, they won. I didn't watch that game either. I didn't watch any football yesterday. So.
Oh, Hurts had a good game, actually. Saquon had a good game, too.
Yeah, like 100.
185.
Sorry, I'm like doing chores on the side, but I had to go up and put Ivy down, and I came back down and we had 14 points on the board. So that was nice. But honestly, like up until that point, 3 missed field goals. Our offense, honestly, like I actually bet AJ Brown on receptions. I knew we were going to feed the rock. Their little their secondary is so tiny. AJ Brown just looked like a man amongst, like he normally does men amongst boys, but against the Commanders, he looked huge. But like honestly, I don't know what it is, but our team does not have an X factor anymore. Like we just do not have like the pop that you see in even the Bears, the Lions, the Packers. Like they'll have a quarter that's just like insane, and I haven't seen that from the Eagles since like week 2. I just like the team is honestly depressing to watch. Like I'm not complaining about being 10-5, so I know we're in the presence of Bengals fans here, but like when we talk about like winning a Super Bowl and shit like that, I put Eagles honestly in like 9th or 10th, maybe even 11th in terms of teams that I think even have a chance.
I mean,
They're
our
on the list for
offense,
sure. I
certainly.
mean, it's cool to be on the list. Like they have so much talent. They just have so much talent, but
That defense.
yeah, their team is hilarious. I
I
just
bring Brandon Graham out of retirement just to the The man was eating chips on the couch a few weeks ago, and now he's got fucking 2 sacks on the year. It's crazy.
It's just not a fun team to watch, honestly.
They're not. They're not. And, like, our it's really our offensive line. That's what it is. Like, Saquon was fun to watch because he had a fucking gaping-ass hole to basically walk through every single time he got handed the ball last year. Like, he's great, don't get me wrong, but, like, our offensive line is just, like...
It's banged up right now.
And I haven't even looked at the PFF on it, but I don't even give a fuck what it says because I can see I can see it. Like there's, we have no presence on that front line.
Tom, what are the? Also, I like the Bengals being like to press Joe Burrow and like that vibe. I'm fine with for the rest of the year. Let's just sink into it and keep that going and get a top 7 pick, and then try and figure things out in the spring. So,
what do you mean depressed Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow's depressed. Do you hear him speak? Do you hear him speak?
I hope someone's checking on him.
No, depressed.
You really want him to play, though?
Yeah, it's fine. I like watching him play. He's a football player. It's fun to watch those guys play football. That's his job. I think it's fine. But, yeah, he's like, it's not just a phase. He just seems like very, like, almost...
He does. Emo.
He's like stepping out of himself, and he's just like, I don't know. There's a lot of things to think about. I don't know.
If you were like
about a lot of things,
black hair that like comes over his face filter, you know, that's like what he's acting like right now.
I have made the decision. My brothers, because Michael likes to pick on me in our group chat. He goes, if he leaves to go to like a different team and does a Carson Palmer, I'm like, yeah, I'm done with the Bengals. Like I'm just out. Like,
no, you're not.
I will. Wow. Yeah, I would go. I would follow. I'll follow him. Yeah.
Will you get another cutout or just put a jersey on it?
Both.
That's actually really surprising to hear that, Gertz, because I mean, you've been a diehard fan for a long
time. But it would be like 20 years of the same shit with them unless someone dies, unless Mike Brown dies, that could change my opinion. Like maybe that'll help, but till then,
I've been worried that Joe Burrow might just do it himself.
Hey, whoa.
No, yeah, we're not just speculating. We're not nothing official there.
They have no interest in winning, like, and actually like competing every year. It's sad.
No,
your first round pick has been also just sad.
He hasn't played. Yeah, I don't know, Ian. He had like 6 sacks in college. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of sacks. It's a lot of sacks. So, yeah, they're silly, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's been pretty fun. Since Jill's like we're getting back into since Jill likes betting now, she's now on the phase of okay, I've learned how the teams are playing, and now last night I was explaining how the NFL draft works and how like each division has a winner that makes the playoffs. Like she's actually learning football for the first time since we've been together, so it's been kind of fun.
This sounds like a FanDuel promo.
Yeah,
honestly. I mean, yeah, we hit like that 200+ one on Thursday night. That was fun. That Seahawks game was fun. There's been some good football this week. The college football playoffs were boring, but
yeah, that Tulane game was trash.
But next week should be good. Or is it next week or 2 weeks from now?
Was that Miami game good? It was it was like 3-3 with like 4 minutes left.
And I saw it.
Then.
Yeah.
Was it good? I was like, that just looks boring.
Tom, what fantasy prompts do you have for us for the loser club here? The misfits.
Hey, keep me out of that.
Well, I wanted to ask where everybody thought their season went wrong. Fezz already went a lot about his. Where his went wrong apparently is just the fact that he wasn't allowed to pick Bill, and I think he's going to sit on that for a while. But no, we did talk about some trades, the Tet McMillan trade, and James.
I think mine.
In all candor, Gertz was like, I'm drinking, take advantage of me. And I like oversold so bad.
Me?
That Igbuka trade?
Yeah. Igbuka trade.
You were like,
he's not.
I was drinking too, and I was like,
That's fine. I think mine went bad. The thing that broke me was week 4 against UFES, where I lost by 1 point. and I put up 138. You put up 139. That put me to 1-3 with the second most points for in the league. And that was when Tyreek snapped his fucking leg. Like, after that, I was like,
I think your season went downhill when you changed your name to fully rely on Daniel Jones as your marketing head of your team.
Daniel Jones was top 7 play for the first 10 weeks. He was elite. No, but I just think sometimes it's not your year. I had lost James Conner already. Tyreek snapped his leg, and Chase Brown was horrible. And then I hated watching Jalen Hurts play. I'm like, I'm having no fun. Let's just mortgage it, get out now, and just started. That was like week 4. Yeah.
Yeah, being 1-3 sucks, but being second most points forward, like, I feel like that'd give a lot of people hope, but it does sound like,
not me, Tom.
The writing just seemed to be on the wall for you with James Conner out and then Tyreek out. Like, you were not going to be second in points forward for much longer.
I have higher standards. I want a title, and I just wasn't going to do all the jockeying that you guys were going to do to go get a title, all the pick trading and everything.
Yeah,
it's
a lot going all in, to be honest.
No, I sold Fezz. I wasn't going to go
different.
buy.
Yeah, being sweet talked to is a lot different than negotiating.
I'm just not going to go buy. And then next year should be good because I don't think many people will be trading because it's dynasty the following year. So like my team, I have 3 first-round picks, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. Like I should have a good team, and Dan will continue to trade, and he'll be good in 2032 when he finally cashes his assets in.
2032 sounds early, but yeah.
I think my team will be really good next year. We'll see what happens.
What do you think about trading picks next year? Because next year's picks will be 27 startup draft picks.
Yeah, it's fine. People just need to understand the weight of that decision. Like, if you trade your first-round pick in a dynasty startup, I think you're a fool. Honestly, I think you're a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're just begging. You're begging to really.
Not anymore. Even if you win the chip, I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
but then you're 5 years behind. I mean, your first pick is going to be like
because there's going to be no keepers yet, so it's like you can't have a good player to keep and still trade your first. Like, I think it would be now if you want to do it to just. You get Josh Allen and a elite player and go try and win a title, fine. But I think it's
still not worth it. Versus having Puka Nacua on your team for 5 years in a row.
Exactly.
Yeah.
First round pick in Dynasty, you're going to get Jamar, Puka, Gibbs, all those insert favorite players. There's 12 of them in there that are really good players.
Every year. You would be honestly a legit, I even winning a championship is fine, but you're going to also kind of check yourself out of fantasy for the next 5 years then.
Yeah. Not 5. I just think it would be an uphill climb.
At least 2.
For sure.
At least 2 to 3.
Yeah. Because
there's a chance we have a back-to-back champ this year.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance. I'm rooting for the Bennett Chris side of the bracket though. First time champs. I would love one of those guys to win. It'd be awesome.
I'm rooting for Bennett. Obviously, I'm rooting for Bennett. Talk about that in our pod.
What'd you say, Ian?
That Chris deserves it. We talked. Tom and I talked about that in our pod. I mean, he's honestly put up some insane numbers since he's joined our league.
Yeah.
I had him in the last pod, and he mentioned I think he was top 4 or 5 out of the 7 years he's been here, and I don't think he's missed the playoffs. I think maybe missed the playoffs once in those 7 years.
He said this is his 5th semifinals in 7 years.
Yeah,
I don't think he's missed the playoffs.
And then is his. If he makes the finals, it would be his 4th finals.
It's
always a bridesmaid, Chris. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Yeah, I liked it when it was the Gertz final. That would be a fun one to go back to. That would be nice if we could do that again.
Yeah, the final you won. I'm shocked you want to go back to that one.
Josh Allen, cheat code and Superflex.
So excited to have Josh Allen.
He really is. We're keeping Superflex. I don't even think that needs to be on a dynasty ballot.
Yeah, I agree.
If anything,
I think it's just it makes fantasy. It's like fantasy on crack. It's just more points and more options and more things to do. Daniel Jones becomes relevant. It's just fun. I like it. Tom hoards all of the misfits on his bench and hopes one of them is good.
Look at Tyler Show, though. Look at Tyler Show, though.
Tyler Shuck.
God
Say
damn it!
Mom, pronounce.
How do you
Tom,
mispronounce?
I don't think you watch football. I'm gonna say this right now. Like there's
I
no
don't
way
watch
you
a lot.
watch
No, that's
football.
fair. I do not
I don't
watch
think
it.
you do because like you hear the announcers say Tyler Shuck like all the time.
I have not watched
and-
a single Saints game. That is fair. Like I've only
Sure.
watched
I guess
like
I
highlights
watched
and
watching-
shit like that.
Just watching ESPN coverage or like any kind of like.
Whenever I
Sorry.
watch that, I watch it at work, and it's just the captions.
Hey, I get it.
Yeah.
I've watched more Premier League soccer than NFL this year. Not even close.
I guess that would make sense why I can say soccer player.
Hoodie.
You're Euro.
I'm Euro, man.
Tom, I'm getting ass blasted by Marty Supreme content on my Twitter. What's going on with this movie? Is it going to be good?
It's got Timothy Chalamet. It's getting a lot of hype, but anything with Chalamet now is going to pop off.
Is it going to be good?
I haven't looked enough into it to know for sure. I'm not even sure who's directing it.
Are you going to watch it?
I'll watch it eventually. Yeah, I'll watch I will watch just about anything with Chalamet.
Chalamet went on Carmelo Anthony's podcast, so you got to respect it.
He's a big Knicks fan.
Yeah,
Chalamet.
he's a huge Knicks
I know.
fan. Josh
Um,
Safdie. Actually, yeah.
Tom,
the
I
guy,
went-
the guy
Tom-
that made Uncut Gems is directing it. I'll definitely watch it.
I went and saw the new Avatar last night, Tom.
Oh, did you like it?
I did. It's long. Like it's Avatar. It's long.
Avatar,
It was good.
like the blue people, or Avatar, the guy with the symbol on his head?
The blue people. The
To
big
be
blue
fair,
people.
this one is very much treading the line between both those two shows. I mean, it's about an aggressive fire-based society launching war. It's kind of
Whoa, that's sick.
yeah.
It was good, dude. Those movies are just beautiful.
They
and
are
It was
just-
really, really, really nice.
I watched The Way of Water with you. The one before it was the last. You and I watched that in Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second one, so I don't know. Like,
I mean,
if you
it's
like
again
to smoke, if you
beautiful
smoke
and
marijuana,
stuff, but
if you like marijuana, smoke that and go. That's what I did last night. Go to the theater and just enjoy. It was my first Dutch movie theater experience too.
Ooh.
So they had Dutch subtitles on the whole time.
Okay.
I didn't love that, but everything else was good.
I was curious if it was subtitled in Dutch or subtitled in English.
Oh, I would never go watch if it was Dutch ever.
I would have thought that you didn't know and then walked into it and then had to sit through 3 hours of Dutch. And
That would be so.
Fuck no, dude.
that's what I was hoping for. That's what I wanted.
Dude, there could be no worse experience than showing up tonight and then like debating if you want to read for the next 3 hours, and then within
I would leave. I would leave.
That's fair.
Well, they would never do that because 20 million people in the world speak Dutch as a first language, and 500 million speak English. Like that's why movies are made in English.
Well, they would dub it, though.
Yeah,
They
can
would dub it.
They do that all the time. They've done that
Horrible.
since.
It's horrible.
Wow, I didn't realize that there was a new one out. I'm excited. I'm gonna go watch it then.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well,
I think-
there were some redundancies between this and the second one, to be fair, but it was good.
guys, I'm genuinely getting a little concerned about Alec.
It's in
that
no show.
He's
Is he-
actually pretty on time.
is he in Dayton now?
Yeah, he's in Dayton. He was supposed to be like headed over here.
Has anyone made fun of him for? Oh, he's coming to your place.
Yeah, that's why I have a whole like empty space here. Like it's supposed to be him. Then
Sweet.
Oh, he's little. He doesn't take up much room.
I know, but I had to frame it and everything. Like I did a little work before this. I set it up like in a little studio. Actually, I've got actually 2 cameras running.
Really? Oh, so he'll get his own box? His own screen?
I might get him as his own box, or I just really have my iPad running for like just me and him in case we can't both be seen on this part.
Alec loving Caleb all year, sitting him and losing because he sat him is pretty
that's
sad.
Gotta be.
It is. He has been a truther on him so hard, but he has stood up to all the big bullies, and he still put his money where his mouth was.
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta ride or die a little bit. You gotta look and say, I can't physically sit him. I don't care who the like.
No. Yeah. He.
I think his process was right because the Browns are. Was it the Browns? They're a good defense.
They are good, but I don't know. Tough
Like
call.
your heart's telling you something, but your fantasy brain is like,
But
I got
Ian Kyle's like not hard to argue against if you're not Ditka with a mustache and a cigar, he doesn't like you. Like he's like 1980s football dad.
Yeah.
Like run the ball and be tough. Like he's easy to argue against. So
Yeah, Caleb paints his nails and wears earrings. That can't be good.
Never stood a shot with Hank.
That'll go over well.
I love
But then like when Notre Dame bows out, they're like, it's okay. They have a plan. It's like God's team. It's like, my goodness. The code switching so fun. It's so funny, man.
Caleb, like the new era, like Jared McCain, is that his name on the Sixers? Like these just like zesty, paint their nails. They like, and then they just go out and absolutely ball. They just ball.
McCain's sick. His game is. I love his game. He's injured right now, but he's got a good game.
He'll go dance on TikTok after a game. It's like, you know what? You got to respect it. Like,
no, as long as you can produce, who cares?
There's really not a lot of good games today. There's Bucks, Panthers.
Bengals, Dolphins. Great game.
Bengals, Dolphins.
Barn burner.
The schedule's been pretty weird this year. Like, the Christmas games are going to suck.
Well, go watch the NBA. There's good NBA on Christmas.
Yeah, there is.
The NFL keeps banking on, like, these division games, and they try to project it out. Like, we're playing the Commanders twice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, just... I don't know.
Same with, Packers, Bears played each other twice in the last 5 games. Same thing.
And the Bengals play the Ravens twice, right? Like there's all these division games doubled up at the end of the year. It's weird.
Like, I get it. Like, if you catch lightning in a bottle, you could have, commit. Like, that would be fun. But Burrow got hurt.
But at the same time, it's
Lamar
also
got hurt. Like,
you play the entire first part of the season, and then it's just going to come down to those 2 games at the end of the season who wins the division. I don't like that either, to be honest. Like, it should matter. Like, you shouldn't be able to play each other in the same form of your season, if that makes sense. Like, you've got to be good at the beginning of the season and the end of the season to beat, like, whatever, like Packers, Bears. I really don't like the fact that you play the same team so close. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
I would be down for, like, your first 4 games and your last 4. Like, just straight division right out of the gate. And, like, run up your record and do the last 4.
That would be really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Like put a premium on your start and your finish.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I also think the way they do the bye weeks is dumb.
Were the guys on the podcast, Bennett and Bill, they were thinking the Steelers can win playoff games this year, it sounded like. They were getting excited about the Steelers?
I think Bennett had some, like, quiet reservations, but wasn't completely outside the realm of possibility. And then Bill, being Bill, he thinks they can do it.
Dude,
he thinks they can make it to the AFC Championship game, I think.
Dude, they are so perfect. They are looking 10-7, just dead in the eye.
Yeah.
First round exit on a Saturday night. Like, it's just the Tomlin special.
Yeah.
They haven't won a playoff game since 2018, I believe.
Really? 2018?
Yeah.
The game in the rain?
You know what's even crazier is that Jim Harbaugh has only coached 1 less year for the Ravens than Mike Tomlin on the Steelers.
Oh.
Really?
I feel like Mike Tomlin is like an ancient figure. And Harbaugh has had 1 less year.
Whoa.
God damn.
I feel like Tomlin's been there for like 20 years.
Yeah.
It's not that long, but...
Was he there as like a defensive coordinator first and then stuck around? What? I feel like
because
they've been coaches.
What's his name? Was the coach for them when Ben was there?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was there for like their last Super Bowl. What was that? 2010, and then I think Tomlin.
The Steelers. Okay, the Steelers last won in January of 2017.
That's a long time.
Against the Kansas City Chiefs before Mahomes was there. Their leading rusher was Le'Veon Bell. Their leading receiver was Antonio Brown. And Big Ben was still the quarterback. That is how long it's been.
2 years prior against the Bengals, right? The Jeremy Hill game?
That would have been the year before. Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. Yes.
That was also the last time Bill won, if memory serves. Because I think I was good that year. I think I had left Bill.
Your comment just reminded me, Fez. Tom, I had 2 fantasy things. What did I learn this year? I think was one of your questions.
Mm-hmm.
learned two things. One, that I'm only going to draft players I enjoy watching. Like Jalen Hurts was a good pick, but I hated. Like, it's not fun to turn your TV on and watch him play football. So I will only draft players I like to watch next year. I've decided. And then two, I'm starting to feel like a fraud after 3 years of my title. Like I'm getting an itch again. Like I need to prove I'm capable, which makes me wonder how Ian, Kyle, and Dan wake up every day thinking they haven't won a title in a decade. I think
I wasn't going to phrase it like that, but yeah, like
I'm starting to like itch and question. Like, am I good at this? Am I just a one-trick pony? I've had Josh Allen. Of course, you win a title. Like, these are the questions I'm having. So those are my lessons learned in fantasy this year.
Damn.
Yeah.
I love that.
My lesson would be don't leverage too much. Spears was so happy when you made that trade with him, Tom, after we convinced him it was a good trade, and you were here last year. And I mean, when I clicked with me that he literally leveraged the season prior, this season, and next just for one run at it in first round. I mean,
unbelievable.
I haven't heard from the kid. I just think
his charge for appearances comment made me think he was going to pop up on this, but it is 12:45.
Spears turns on anything fantasy football related. You just saw the next 3 years of fantasy football. I mean, and he's going to be fighting off last place next year.
Yeah, Spears last place. That'd be his second one. That'd be an interesting one.
Brutal.
He'd be the first two-time loser and two-time champ.
Man,
has he come in last? Has he come in last before?
Yeah, really early on. Remember the video of him in the thong?
Oh, how could
football on the beach?
Yeah, on the beach.
Yeah. But all right, fellas,
get out, Fezz?
I gotta head out. I'm catching a train later this afternoon, so
nice. Where are you going?
Just going back up to Jersey.
Nice.
Be there for a week. Come
Taking
back to DC.
Very European of you, Fezz. Good job.
It's like 2.5 hours, man. Amtrak I live on that thing. It's so easy.
That's nice.
It's so easy.
Nice.
So
Travel says.
Okay, get there safe.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all have a Merry Christmas. Tell everybody I said hello.
You too, buddy.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right. We'll talk to you guys.
For Molly.
Peace.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I texted him asking if he was on his way. Got nothing. I sent him my address. He read it at noon.
Okay.
He did say, I'm going to have to change some plans. We were planning on talking some pop culture stuff, too, but he wanted to do that later. So, yeah. So, I don't know. We might just record our part later. I don't know.
Damn. Well.
Where do you guys think that you asked who's going to take a draft location, like if they win? I think the only answer I heard was Pittsburgh, which is a super big bummer. Was there anyone else that said we decided no Vegas? Like someone said Vegas, and Joe's like no. And the group seemed to say
hard,
no.
I'm a hard.
Like Pittsburgh would be. It's my bias, of course. I think it'd be horrible though, right?
I'm not spending my one weekend out of a year in.
Bro,
yeah,
I'm not flying across an ocean to go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Like I'm not flying across an ocean to go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Like you guys do it. I ain't gonna be there, and I have all my picks, but I'm not going to Pittsburgh. So maybe that makes Bill want to pick it more. So.
Yeah, I do think a big part of Bill, I think Bill is dead set on trying to do a week 1 draft and going as a group to a home game, and he just wants that to be a Steelers game.
No. The only scenario that I'd be there is Bengals Steelers is the only way I'd go to that game.
I think Northeast or Northwest would be cool. I still it's just a lot of travel time, even harder for you, I think, Gertz. But Vancouver would be sweet.
Vancouver would be cool.
Northeast would be easy for me.
On the water
Yeah, if we go Northeast, that's 6 hours for me. That's easy. And I don't mind a long trip.
Just Northwest, but
dude, Vegas is far.
Like Portland, Maine, or somewhere up get a fishing town and get a house basically on the ocean. That would be pretty cool too.
Did Bennett or Joe say? Joe made the Jamestown joke, which I'd like Jamestown more than Pittsburgh.
Me too.
Did anyone actually say what they were thinking though?
No, I don't. I think Bennett just said, or your brother just said a beach.
Beach and a casino.
Beach and a casino, yeah. That's all he cared about.
Yeah, I want to go coin hunting at the blackjack table.
Yeah, this group cannot go to Miami, Florida. That's like a Vegas 2.0. We're not going to Miami, Florida.
That would be a lot. That'd be just more late nights for Joe. I feel like he once again would not sleep till.
There's just more bad.
Yeah, we can't put Joe that close to the southern border with all the substances that come in and out of that area.
That's right. Joe's gonna end up on a boat.
Yeah, he's gonna get on one of those boats.
He'll be on a Netflix documentary in 2027. Yeah.
Delicious files.
Yeah,
Delicious
like,
files.
His photo, and then it goes black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
Does
doing
that
that.
little fade out thing.
I don't know where else would be fun. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, our group, like, weed should be legal wherever we go. It's like, I would rule out, like, Texas was fun, but, I don't know.
Yeah. Having to worry about
Oh,
that.
it's too hot. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
that's why
like
I wouldn't
the
mind a northeast, like a...
I don't think we've done Northeast as a geography in general for us,
I don't
right?
think we have either. No, there's never been like a Connecticut draft or anything like that.
Well, Connecticut wouldn't be fun. Charleston, we did Charleston. That's as far east as we've gone, I think.
I think
for
maybe
Maine.
stick. But I think there's a lot of bugs there in the summer. But so as long as it's like not too bad.
Boston's always been fun every time I've gone there.
Boston
I'd
would be
like
cool.
Boston. That'd probably be expensive.
Yeah.
I feel like any northeast would be expensive.
Maybe not like some of those like farther out. I mean, you're not going to be going out on the town,
Right.
but I don't go on those trips just to go out on town, so I don't really care about that stuff.
I didn't hate the Vegas idea. I had a lot of fun in Vegas, and there was so much to do that wasn't like we went to the Sphere and we did things that were like usually we don't do. So I enjoyed. Like the beach club thing was fun for college football. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Vegas a lot.
Have you placed a bet yet? Okay. All right, fellas. I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna place a bet before the noon games and turn those on.
I think I'm gonna drop too because
No worries, guys.
I mean the Bengals have a huge matchup. I have to get ready. They're 4-10, so it's a big one for us.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Alec is alive and well somewhere.
Yeah, we'll find out later on the podcast, I guess, when I have to cut all this together to figure out what happened.
All right, guys.
Yeah, see you guys. Love you. Merry Christmas.
Tom, let me know when Alec jumps on. Maybe I'll jump back on. I want to hear his.
Yes,
I would love to hear his takes on the fantasy season, how it ended for him. I just want to be in the room.
Yeah, okay. I'll shoot a text in the group when he gets here, if he gets here.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right, be good. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Yeah. We gotta discuss. And I have a lot of thoughts. So
yeah.
Okay. So are we recording?
We are recording. Yeah.
So man, that loss was the worst loss of my fantasy life for sure. I haven't stopped talking. I mean, Leslie would concur. Even like all week I was in a bad mood, and what makes me sick is I legitimately I just didn't do it because I have a very firm no tinkering. And I made the Monday, I put Bryce Young in, I saw the matchup, I saw Caleb against Cleveland in the cold, and I was like, okay, I'm not changing, I'm not budging. And all week I was talking to Leslie, and I was like, listen, babe, if Caleb goes off and I lose because I don't start him, I'm going to feel like a dipshit. And she's like, I know, but you can't make choices out of fear, which I don't think she's wrong about. But fuck me.
Yeah, she was wrong this time.
But fuck
the advice was solid, but fuck, she was wrong.
She was
needed to start Caleb Williams.
I know, dude. It killed me, and it's rough, man. Like I am legitimately. It was such a bad feeling. This week has been miserable. Last week was miserable, and I don't know if people know this. Did you see? It was literally the last play of the game. Dak is back. I'm up 0.1 points. Dak makes one last throw before they kick the field goal, and it's to CeeDee Lamb, and that's how I lose. I mean, it's a heartbreaking loss. I mean, truly, it wasn't a championship, But it was like, it is, I will remember this loss for forever. There's no doubt about it. And I shouldn't, I don't know why. I just, again, it was truly the fear of, like, tinkering. That's what it was. I just didn't want to tinker. I was like, I'm going to make this decision one time, and I'm sitting with it the rest of the way. And what do you think about tinkering? Are you a tinkerer? Like, how do you approach tinkering?
I try to think of it as, I base most of my lineup around matchups for the most part. Like,
Yes.
Even when I'm on the waiver wire, I will pick up a dude that sucks for a week if I think that he could pop off for that one game. And when you get that pop off hit,
It's the best.
It's crack. That's the
crack.
crack.
It
That's
is
that's
crack.
fantasy crack.
It is
that's
fantasy
crack.
But that's how I am, where it's like, I look at the
Yeah.
matchups, I make the call, and then I don't, and like, I watch if there's injuries and whatnot.
Injuries
or
and
weather.
and
But if none of that changes, then I don't like to tinker. Because then you just end up in that world where you're back and forth, and then you're miserable. So I'm like, I like to just set it, and honestly forget it, unless there's like weather considerations, and that's it.
I do think I would like to look at this for the Bears game, especially last night's game, to determining like how other teams have done. Like, do you think your player will pop off? Because if a team loses in the 1 o'clock game and he's in the 4 o'clock game, and if they win, they move up in the division.
See, yeah.
That's something I don't even know if I'd count that as tinkering. That's more information that you're using.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Even
a good
though that's
call.
that's not based in like statistics or anything. That's like
I like that. I mean, that's an interesting. And like, but I sincerely thought like, I just had what was really going through my head is like the NFC South. I just had like, oh, it's gonna be a wacky NFC South game. Its final score is gonna be like 33-39, and one of those weird ass NFC.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Tyler Shuck and Penix.
yeah.
The NFC South, all they play are weird fucking games, and
They're all
like
just so bad. Like they just get to go out and really have fun and
Yeah.
just shoot out, and then they go anywhere else and they're like, we fucking
We're
suck.
bad.
We're bad. at
We're
it.
bad.
We're not playing the same game, man.
We're not good.
What do you mean I don't have like 8 seconds to pass? What is this 3 nonsense?
I know. So it's like, I just legitimately thought Bryce, like, outside of the, like, I am Caleb Williams homer and how bad it looks that it costs me a win, I legitimately was like, Bryce Young versus Seattle indoors, Bryce Young versus New Orleans indoors versus Caleb Williams outdoors against the Browns. Like, the Browns kind of good defensively.
Yeah, weirdly enough. They just
You
can't
know,
do shit on offense.
They can't
but
do shit. But, like, I had this really bad feeling of, like, fuck, dude. Myles Garrett could have 4 sacks, and there's, like, we just never get the offense going, and it's, like, 13-9.
Yeah.
I really thought that was how it was going to go. But, yeah, it killed me. It kills me. And now my team's having another great week. Another underreported storyline on that is I never should have been playing Chris Gertz, the only other guy who went off. I should have been with Fezz, because if Chris Gertz gets the 1 seed like he was supposed to,
Yeah.
like Jalen Hurts sucked. Dude, yeah, because that fucked you.
That fucked me so bad.
That
That Jalen Hurts game fucked this entire fucking
really
league.
did.
Yeah, we got
fucked
by
by it.
Jalen Hurts.
That's the
God.
origin point.
Yeah.
That fucking game,
Jalen
dude.
Hurts fucks up everything.
And I remember, like, because if Chris Gertz gets the 1 seed, you're not last.
I'm not last.
And then I end up, Chris Gertz picks Ian Kyle first, because that was the weakest team.
Right.
And then I'm either playing Bennett or Fez. I don't know who would have been.
No, I think you would have been playing Bill.
Bill, or who
I
I
think
would
Bill would
have
have been.
been.
Yeah, because he only scored fucking 90.
Dude, it was sick. It was some. And then I have the Dak final play to CD, the literal final offensive play for the Cowboys, makes me lose, and I don't start Caleb Williams. I mean, it is a holy fuck me events of series of things. But, that's why we love this silly little game.
Yeah.
I mean, but it hurt. I mean, I'm here to say it is I still have really been, and for the last 2 weeks, I haven't really even been watching football. Like,
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
haven't done that. No, I mean, I haven't just not been watching NFL because of
Right.
work or whatever. Like, I've also just been like,
No, I know.
I catch Lions highlights. That's about it, to be honest.
Yeah, like, I just don't, like, and I listen to I listen to so much football content, and, like, the last 2 weeks I've just been housing pop culture. Because I can't, I'm so irritated, I'm so mad by it, and,
Did this hurt worse than the trivia loss?
No, it did not hurt worse than the trivia loss.
That's
It's a
fair.
great question. It's a great question.
I
The
can see
trivia
that.
loss.
That's more on you.
Yes,
like you're just
correct.
you're just deciding whether or not you think this dude's gonna play well. He's got to go out and actually play well. There he is.
Correct. Yes, the trivia loss was far more like that was on me. Like
Yeah.
I sucked. This is just like there was such a weird set of circumstances. What's up,
Hey,
brother?
buddy, welcome back.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How'd your exit interview go, Gertz?
Good. I got a couple things off my chest. I
Nice.
feel it was very, very cathartic. It was nice.
Yeah, we've pretty much been discussing your question around the Caleb Williams thing, and I've been here to tell you it hurts deep.
That's Alec. That's why I'm here. I wanted to give you the space to.
Dude, I just talked for 10 minutes on it, but man, dude, I was telling Tom, it was the most painful loss. I'll never forget this one. And I was telling Tom, so I want to get your take. Gertz, what's your take on tinkering? What do you have a formula for, because I have something that I do, and it kind of, and that's why I ended up with Bryce instead of Caleb. But when it comes to, setting your lineup, how do you usually do it? And how often do you tinker?
I don't tinker a ton when it comes to the playoffs because I
Me
say start
neither.
your studs. I say start your studs. I ask myself the question, if player X goes, if you lose because you sat player X, can you look in the mirror and you're like, I can live with that decision. And Alec, that's why I wanted to hear the Caleb Williams decision because you can't look in the mirror.
I can't.
I mean, your process was the right one. Browns, tough defense. Bryce has had some moments lately, but
So
fuck, man.
fuck is right, dude. So so here's my process. I'm also like you. I don't like tinkering. When outside of weather, injuries, I look at my lineup, I look at the matchups Monday or Tuesday, and I set it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna think about this. I'm not gonna play this game. Like you said, I saw Bryce and Bryce indoors versus the Saints, Bears outside against the Browns. And I looked at Lesson and I was like, babe, in a vacuum, I would always start Bryce Young over Caleb. But I am Caleb's now de facto leader.
Yeah, you are the number one fan of Caleb Williams.
And so I was
Arguably
like,
in the whole country.
Les, if he goes off and he's on my bench, it will crush me and also make me look like a fool.
Yeah.
Unless he was like, you can't make choices out of fear. You have to go with your analysis. And I did. And now I'm getting
Listen
divorced.
to the number.
She's a Vikings fan, yeah?
She was sabotaging you from the beginning.
Fucking hell. Yeah. Well,
It hurts.
process over results, man. I mean, process
Dude,
is right, but
But
God,
Gertz, I was
man.
telling Tom, I have not been really following. Today's the first day I've really been following pro sports. I was just so I've been watching NBA and pop culture, but football I was really my feelings were hurt for 2 weeks.
it's nice to take a mental break, man, just to detox from because
It hurt.
I don't miss it all. I'm in the group chat and now I'm getting to watch Chase Brown. He's had 3 touchdowns in the third quarter alone here, you guys.
Chase Brown has?
Chase Brown scored 3 touchdowns. Oh, Spears.
Yeah,
Spears.
How do I
Hey,
flip
Has
that?
he done his exit interview?
No, this will be Spears' first time up.
What up,
On being
guys?
part of the
Show up.
podcast.
What up?
He doesn't show up, so this is nice.
Yeah, I guess Tom
Alright.
sent you that appearance fee.
Is that Erickson?
What up?
Hey,
What up?
buddy. Good to see you.
We're ripping
Yo.
Pokemon cards and we're ripping sports cards.
Wow.
I got a fucking popping.
Wait, what are you doing?
We're ripping sports packs right now. Sports cards.
and
nice.
Pokemon cards.
Nice.
I just pulled an Anthony Edwards hollow.
Ah, shit.
Nice.
He nice. He's so
Dude.
nice.
That game he played against OKC, Gertz was so
Ooh.
sick, dude.
Check out my other card I pulled. This is the
Oh, sure. Tiger.
it's a numbered Tiger Woods card.
Oh, that's sick. So wait, is it were you buying different, do they make, do you get an Anthony Edwards card and a Tiger Woods card in the same pack? Or how does that work?
No, this is my first time. I've never bought cards before.
We bought this Jerry.
Joel and Hanskin are into it, and we went to the card shop, and I've got an NBA pack, an NFL pack, a Pokemon pack, and like this random pack that had like women's soccer player.
Dude, the castle.
Wow.
We got a card of the actor that played Richard Jewell in that movie.
I got a Shaun White card. Hey Tom, you might know this guy.
Is that Lamine? Oh,
it
Lamine
is.
Yamal.
That's
That's a
cool.
that's a good.
That's a.
It's Yamal.
That's a cool card.
That's cool. It's funny.
Most of the
doing
people in the
that,
world.
Spears.
Most of the people in the world know that guy, by the way.
In most of the world, yeah. But this is America.
It's very famous.
That matters.
It's very
Yep.
famous.
I actually started doing like cataloging all my cards that I've had for so long.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I actually have a. I have a little price point right now. My most valuable card is a Charizard. No, it's a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Nice.
$850.
Oh, yeah.
You have an
That's what-
$850 blue eye thing. That's real.
It's like like the first Blue Eyes. Mine's
Everyone-
damaged, so there's no way it's actually worth $850.
Ripping.
Dude, that's crazy. I remember you. That was
It's
like the only
gone
thing I knew
crazy
about Yu-Gi-Oh! Was Blue Eyes White Dragon. That was a
That's all
big.
you really need to know.
That was such a
Card
big thing.
You look at all.
Spears, are you leaving?
Yeah, I got a rip packs, dude.
Spears, give your exit interview. What?
How many questions is it? And how long is it gonna take?
It's
Tom's
more
the
of.
host. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's not a formula
It's
to
just,
it.
yeah. It's
What are
just
your
looking
thoughts?
back
I'll
on
ask-
the year.
I'll ask you a question.
My
How's it
thoughts were
feel
my
to-
season was disappointing, and we didn't live up to expectations, and we're walking into doom and gloom next year because I have no picks.
So you just kind of seemed like you were over it. Very apathetic this year. It seemed. It just kind of ripped
Yeah.
your soul out.
How quick?
Yeah, it just was pain week after week of pain and misery.
That first week was good.
Yeah.
The first
it
week was good.
I took that one right
Yeah,
in
you took
Keystone.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought I was going to roll all year, and then my team just wasn't what they
I mean,
weren't what I thought they were.
Spears, we will find our football joy in 2026. Me, you, and Joe Burrow. All three of us. We're going to find it.
I hope so.
Promise.
It's
I
not.
believe it.
promise.
Gertz, I was looking at a box of 2020 rookie cards. Guess how much the box costs to buy?
Oh no.
Oh, I
Just
don't
for-
even know.
Just for a chance to pull a Joe Burrow rookie card.
I can't even think. Honestly, I have no
I'd say
benchmark.
$250.
$1,000.
It was $2,500.
What?
Oh,
Yes.
dude, I'm telling you, the
how many
market's
cards
crazy
were
on
in
this
that
shit now.
pack? Like 42 cards.
It probably would have been like 70 cards.
70 cards for a chance
Wild.
to pull a
So,
Joe Burrow.
and you're pulling that just because you're hoping to get like a Burrow or.
Yeah, I didn't.
Or maybe like a
I did not buy that
Tua. Yeah, Tua for sure. Being there. You get Tua.
Remember when
Yeah.
he could think straight and form a
He
sentence?
fell apart.
Tua. Yeah.
Yeah, brain's broken.
Dude, yeah.
All right. I
Well,
gotta go,
Spears,
boys.
I appreciate you, brother. I'm sorry your year
Yeah,
didn't
thanks
go
for coming
well.
on.
And it's okay. We'll be at it next year.
Good luck in next year. Hopefully you don't get last.
Wait, are you Tom and Alec? You guys together?
Yeah, I'm in Dayton.
Are you in Dayton?
Yeah, I'm in Dayton.
We're there. and-
I just got in.
What?
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. Are you coming?
Cheers.
Are you coming into Dayton?
Just Christmas Eve.
Okay, maybe we get some
After
brewskis,
work.
the four of us.
I could get some brewskis.
We can figure something out. We can meet up.
I'm sure Bill will be in town too.
Yeah, let's
He
get some
might
brewskis. Cool, sounds good.
All right. Peace, homies.
Later.
Hi, Spears.
See you, buddy. Good luck with the packs.
Gertz, you said something I think is worth talking about more. The league is not as fun when you and Spears don't have the football joy. We need Burrow.
That's true.
We
Yeah,
need
no, Burrow needs to play.
Like,
I told my brothers because they also said the same thing. They're like, "You're just not engaged. You don't text. Like, I'm just not around. Like, I'm just think it. Like, I watched more Premier League this year than NFL. Like, when his toe broke, it just ripped my heart out. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do another 3 months of staying up late, figuring it out. My fantasy team sucks. Like, I'm out. Full stop. Beginning of October, just done. No football.
yeah,
We're out.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to next year so we could have you and Spears. I mean,
I
maybe
do really hope that all four of your guys' quarterbacks are healthy. I hope Jalen Hurts is healthy, even though fuck him, he fucked
Dude,
us
he
all.
fucked
He
me.
fucked all of
He
us.
fucked me.
I
Oh.
hope Joe Burrow's healthy. I hope Caleb Williams is healthy and keeps playing like a phenom.
I mean,
and I hope whoever's playing QB for the Steelers does well enough.
Dude,
that
they
Bill and
just-
Ben
they
are
don't-
happy.
the Bengals. Burrow just threw another tutty. They're up 45-14 on the. I know. Who cares? They're 4-10.
who are
but
they playing?
The Dolphins in Miami, who needed to win. So
Oh,
But Burrow's got like 350 and 4 right now.
Good for him, because he was kind of last week was weird.
yeah,
Last week was
looking like he's happy. Yeah, I hope, dude. I mean, for fantasy, you guys, I'll be back next year. There's no. I have 3 first-round picks, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. I'm in. Like I'm ready to go.
You and I are gonna battle next year. I can feel it.
Dan will have a good team too. But dude, I think the trades took a lot of like, it created a lot of apathy, myself included. I'm like, okay, because now we have a release valve. Like, okay, my team is not going to win it. Bad luck, whatever. I can just hit the eject button. Where in the past we didn't do that ever. And then it creates like entitlement. Like, I have this great team. I need to win for these 4 to 5 people that like make all these trades. It's just bad for It's just bad. It's just bad. It creates so many. It's either you're in or you're out.
Yeah, it is an odd system.
Not fun,
that
man.
Created. This era is an odd era of fantasy for us.
I liked your steroid comp, like the steroid era comp. I love that.
Yeah,
I thought that was
it's
great.
an odd era. Like it's we're gonna look at it like kind of, which it's crazy like that our league can now have eras. Like that's crazy that it's been around for so long. It's like we had like our ESPN era, we had this weird sleeper redraft, but you could trade picks, and now we're going to Dynasty. Like.
Yeah.
It's just like a life now. It's literally like a living, breathing
we
thing.
even changed up some stuff in ESPN. Like, we used to have a period where we had 2-week playoffs. No, fuck me. And then the year after we changed it,
So stupid.
Yeah, it was so dumb.
That was so dumb.
It was so
That was
dumb.
so
Fucked by it. That was one of the biggest faults.
Someone on the pod, I think it was my brother, said in Dynasty doing 16 playoff and then 1 and 2 seed get the bye week, so you pretty much automatically get into the semifinals. I didn't hate that, honestly. I didn't hate that idea.
That was Chris. That was a good idea. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Dynasty is, I think, everything's on the table for me, which is why I want to take so much time and really think about rules, because there's just a lot. I mean, roster spots, IR spots. Do we want to? I know Fezz wants to add another flex spot in addition to
Yeah, Fezz was talking about that, and I'm cool with that too. I mean, my dad has a league that you can potentially play 4 quarterbacks.
See, that's
there's
crazy.
2 for each. There's 2 quarterbacks, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, 2 regular flexes, and 2 super flexes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. You can get wild with it.
Yeah. And why not? It's more points, more fun.
I agree.
I agree completely.
Yeah, but as far as my next year, I don't have a second, and then I have 2 7s. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm kind of like pretty. I'm like 90.
Got out with that like that.
Would you have won? Would you have won with Jimmy or Gibbs if you had him?
Corum actually was better than Gibbs.
Okay, so at least you got that. You salvaged.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It was. I honestly, when I made the initial trade for the Puka and Dak, my honestly was I just wanted to be the last guy at the last hot girl at the bar. Who's like, that was like my idea. Was like, I'll be the last person with assets who could theoretically bail on the season if someone wants to get real nasty with it. And then no one did. But
and then you have Fezz getting bounced helps you. Like, that's a better first round pick. Like, that helps you.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not. I'm not terrible. Like, I'm in a much better spot than if I didn't have a first or a second. And so I have 3 7th rounders, and so. It's not terrible. Like, I'll still be competitive next year. It's just going to be really hard. Are the people with assets, obviously, you three's assets, you, Dan, and you two.
Those are the group. Those are the 3.
Those are the 3, right? Because Imhoff is still...
Imhoff does have an extra first.
That's it?
But that's it.
That's
really
crazy.
He didn't get like a 3rd or a 2nd. He might have like a 10th or something, but that's really
I called that out in the newsletter, Tom. That stat
Ian has...
saved
the best deal I've ever had.
It saved
It's insane.
Because you got a 1st and a 3rd out of him.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's
Ian,
like half of your haul, isn't it? Don't you have
pretty much? I've got a 4th and a 5th. Or no, I've got a extra 4th and an extra 6th.
Yeah, so literally you got... Wow, that's incredible. That is incredible.
Joe's never scared to let it rip, to be honest. Imhoff has an extra 1st. Ian Kyle's 1st. And then he has an extra 3rd.
Oh, he does.
And then he has all of his picks as well. So Ian's fine. Dan is best positioned for sure. He just has a myriad of picks. Honestly,
I'm gonna take one of Dan's picks.
Dude,
I'm taking a look right now.
I'm gonna trade him. He has no keepers. That's the
He
thing.
doesn't.
His
He doesn't.
assets
He
is
doesn't need a
zero
keeper.
keepers.
He doesn't need a keeper though, bro. Like he has three firsts,
I don't
3
even think he
seconds.
get to the keeper round. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean,
He
I think
has
he's
3
gonna get
firsts.
first.
pick. He might want Scuttle.
Tom,
He
I
doesn't.
don't think he has. I literally think because he made
No,
that weird ass trade with Bill.
He doesn't have
Which,
picks
by the way,
12 through 15.
I
Like
think
he
it's
trades those
more
are all
than that,
bills.
Tom.
No.
I think his draft is over in like round 8, isn't it?
Just went.
He'll be
What was
done.
it?
He'll probably be done
the
by.
trade
He
with
has 3
Bill was
firsts.
like the 13th through 15th, and then
So
Dan
that's a
also-
15 and a 14 gone.
and then I think he got an 11th out of them too. So Dan still had his 12th or something like that, but he had traded it to somebody else. I'm almost certain that Dan. But yeah, you're right. He ends in like the 10th.
Yeah, which is why that little Bill trade was such. He's such a
Bill
In the-
is so
in the
classic
5th
Bill.
round-
So
or
classic.
sorry,
I know
in-
exactly how that conversation went.
So
Bill was like,
classic
They're
Bill.
not even going to be able to use these picks, Dan. They're trash to you. Just give them to me.
I mean,
Just give
it's
it- yeah,
honestly a
just give
good
them.
pitch. I'm
No,
like,
yeah, it's
that's great by Bill. It's so classic Bill, though. It is
Yeah.
so classic Bill. It's so great.
It's a good pitch though. He's not. Bill isn't wrong.
No, he's not
Not
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, that's
No,
very-
yeah.
But
So
Dan has 3 firsts, 3 seconds, 2
2/3
thirds, 2 fourths, 2 fifths. I mean, he has 7 extra picks in the first 5 rounds. Like
Doesn't have
he's
yeah,
gonna
7
be.
extra picks. So that means 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
Yeah, he's gonna be. He'll be loaded up, man.
Be
He'll
done
be
in the
loaded up.
It's
I
crazy.
think, yeah, the 9th because he doesn't have a 7th, and the last one is his 12th.
Um,
God, I just fucking did it again.
It's a weird name. Tyler Shuck makes no sense.
Tyler
guys.
Shuck, yeah, Tyler Shuck. He's the fucking keeper.
Honestly, Tom, Shucks could be. That's valuable.
That, yeah,
That's probably your best keeper.
it's either him or Scatterbo, unless JJ
Yeah.
McCarthy decides to trick us all again somehow.
Oh, dude.
But even then, I don't.
Tom,
think
you're
he's
like the neighbor that has the garage sale when no one else has a garage sale, and you're like, come buy my stuff, and you're just gonna lay out all. of
eBay
your
was a
trash.
godsend for me. All right, like
You're
I
gonna lay out
didn't need
all
it.
of your. These are my treasures, and it's gonna be like Scatterbo with a broken leg and like.
Scatterbo will be fine.
Dude, I love Gertz. You put in the sleeper app. Let Tom collect his trash.
Oh, and the-
Yes. You have so many trinkets of trash, Tom.
They're all
So
nicknamed now the round that they're a keeper.
I know.
Damn it.
I just, as soon as you said
Like,
that, I
God
just
damn
saw
it, they're
Tom
yours,
like just
Tom,
like
and no
fiddling
one-
with wires. She's like, "Ooh, my precious. Here's what you don't want
Look,
this."
damn it, Tom. No one can take them from you. They're your trash. Your trash.
That was so
For a
funny.
dude that literally just spent the last like 20 minutes taking pictures of pieces of cardboard, finally what worth it really hits home.
I get it. We're silly people.
I get it, dude. I mean, Daniel Jones was mine, and he's broken now. And
Yeah,
I
that
don't know
was
if
a
you saw his.
bummer.
I don't know if you saw his nickname. It's Dead.
Yeah, I mean that's
So he's-
Gertz changing your nickname and then dropping them was just classic. Too. That was so
Eddie.
great.
Eddie. Yeah. So
Did anybody know this about Sleeper? If you change someone's nickname and then drop them and then pick them back up again, like doesn't matter what year,
Yeah,
they keep their
I
name.
know.
Yeah.
I called that for my draft because I had Gibbs both years and I had him. Yeah, it's this fantasy year. I'm really looking forward to getting to Dynasty. I will say, I'm really excited to get into redraft.
I think Dynasty will be good for us.
I agree. I think it'll give some normalcy back.
yeah, we talked about it, Alec. Like the trading picks next year. Like people can do it, but just understand like the gravity of a first round pick in
Dude, that is
Dynasty.
insane.
And I gotta ask you this: do you think we should do a vet draft and a rookie draft, or all one big draft?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, because there's something else we can do, and I didn't get to mention this earlier, Gertz, but if we did a vet and rookie draft, we could reverse the order of them. So whoever's like the last pick in the vet draft will be the first pick in the rookie draft. And then the rookie drafts usually go separate, but we would probably snake the first one.
Wow. So it's a great question. I think I lean towards doing one giant one myself. Purely on like, I think it just adds more complexity to things. But it's weakly held. I haven't really thought about it more than that question. Yeah. So where were people landing on it?
Imhoff wanted to do just one big one.
Okay.
Chris was talking about doing a vet and rookie draft and reversing them. Bennett seemed to be on board with that. I wrote down most of the ideas.
But the only thing I'm indifferent about the actual drafts. I actually don't really care. But I wanted our real draft or the August draft to be randomized draft order or some sort of competition or some fun for pick selection. Yeah. So then we need to do that. If we're going to do separate drafts, we need to do that to get our picks, and then I'm fine with reversing it. So people,
Okay,
there's like
yeah, I feel like
there's not like a competitive advantage for someone getting the
So is that
first overall.
Is the idea behind the like rookie and vet
Balance.
is balance?
Yeah, it's balanced.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's pretty
you
reasonable.
don't want someone like, say you get the first overall pick in the dynasty, and then by luck or chance or anything, you also get like a first overall pick in rookie. Like now you get 2 sick assets, and you didn't do anything that special.
Yeah,
to get
that's
them.
fair.
Like
I see your point.
unless you bench press 225 like 20
Yeah, I
times,
love
like
that, dude.
like whatever the
I love that.
Bill. Dude, I would
I
give
should've-
Bill a Chris
I
$100
didn't bring that up
bill
on the
if he
pod with
puts.
him. I should have brought that up.
Definitely
Like, do it
should've.
right now, Bill.
Dude, if Bill put up 225 one time, I'd give him a $100 bill. It's just
I
impossible
think he actually
that
can, though. Bill's pretty chesty. I bet he can.
Dude, that is a lot of weight.
Oh,
We're
it is.
33. Like, dude, we're 32, 33 years old. That's a lot of weight, man. We're
It
not.
is.
We're not
He might
We're
be
not
able to do it
19
once,
anymore.
but he's not using anything from his chest for the rest of the week. Like, he's got to lay down.
So, yeah, and that's did we talk around? I think you're right, Gertz, around like draft order in specifically. Have we talked about?
Not specific. I think everybody's on board with the idea of doing some sort of challenge to determine our draft order. I think my idea is that who was I talking with you and I think it was the 3 of us talking about it, that like it should be me, Ian, Kyle, and like
committee?
a
Yes.
committee to do it and figure it out.
I just Bennett and 2 other people. I honestly don't
Yeah.
care who. And you guys just like you decide it. You know.
Yeah. Take
I don't
ideas
care.
from everybody. Everybody gets the chance to like throw out what they think a challenge should be. Might use it, might not.
Yeah, it just
And then
we
we'll
can't
pick like
vote on it.
6 or 7 things to do. And
It's
then
yeah, I agree. Like just 3 people we trust. Bennett, 2 others. Call it good.
I think Bill should get rewarded for his awesome season he put together and how much shit he took and just rose above it. I think Bill would be great on the rules committee because he cares a lot. He brings
He
a lot of
does.
passion.
I agree.
And he,
Yeah,
like,
great asset
it
in
will
the trivia
be like,
committee.
whether you agree with his craziness, it will be well researched and thoughtful. Like it's going to be
I love Bill on the
mind-numbingly
committee.
long. Yeah, but I think Bill would be really good on the committee.
And the great
on
thing
the
about having
committee.
Bill on the committee is it guarantees he can't criticize the ideas. too.
Exactly. Yeah. No.
So
like,
you do that.
if you don't put Bill on the committee gets shit on hard. Like you're
Put
gonna get
Bill on the
If
committee.
you put Bill on the committee, everything's fine. Everything's
And
happy. Make sure he doesn't have
and
too
I
much
just
power on the
think-
committee, and we're
We're
good.
good.
if Bill's on there and Bennett's on there, I will vote strongly against Ian Kyle being the 3rd member or Ian Imhoff. Either Ian being the 3rd member because Ian and Bill rally each other up. Nothing will get done. Ian Imhoff and
Yeah.
Bill.
Dude, they
go-
do.
They go like
Yeah,
this.
that'd be
And then-
just constant. But that'd just be Bennett playing dad.
Dude.
Just
Yeah.
okay, guys, get out
It would
of
be
here.
hilarious to put Bennett, Fezz, and Ian Imhoff in
Oh
the
God. But then Inky
Bennett
and
would
Bennett,
quit. Bennett would
Inky and
quit.
Bennett, they would form this weird. They had their weird
Yeah, the
bond.
minute-
Those two.
yeah,
They would
you
form this
can't have
alliance.
that.
Because like if it
And
like imagine
they-
the committee being Bennett, Ink, and me, like nothing I say is going to be. Nothing
No, no.
It's a 2-man
It's a
group.
2-man committee. I'm just
It's like, have you seen the Beatles documentary on Disney?
no.
There's this great bit where George has like a song. He's like, "Hey, I have a song. Like, here, you want to listen to it, Paul?" And Paul listens to it for 20 seconds. He's like, "John, you got anything?" John, that's some dog shit I got from George. John, you got anything?
We were gonna put that up on the fridge right away for you, George. So everybody can see. John, let's go to fucking work.
You gotta get some.
Let's go write Hey Jude real fast.
Oh, it's so funny. That's
Fuck,
what it
that's
would
funny.
be. You were George.
That's like a fucking Family Guy joke. That's
It
what
really
that
is.
sounds like. Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think Bill. You're right, though, Gertz. Bill on the committee for sure is great.
Yeah.
Bill for sure.
I
Bill
think so.
Bennett, and then I don't care who the 3rd is. Whoever.
Because I don't care. Like I love fantasy, and but I don't care enough to like in April to meet and talk about defensive scoring. Like I really do not
Defensive
care enough to
scoring,
do that. But like Bill loves it, and Fez I think would be scary for a lot of
he's so
reasons.
prepared
Fez
with that
likes it
PowerPoint.
too, but
Yeah, I can't even remember where I voted on defensive scoring. Maybe I think I
Nobody
did.
can. Nobody remembers.
I think I literally just said yes because Bill put so much time and effort into it.
yeah.
And I think
But
some people did
Bill, Bill
opposite
needs some
for the exact same reason.
Bill needs some coaching. You have to know your audience. Like you can't put a 30-page document in front of us and say, "Here's my proposal for defensive
Yeah,
scoring." You're just gonna get picked apart.
He's
You're
still
just gonna
making
get
progress. It's better than the word salad he would usually throw at us for
Yeah.
45 minutes
That's true.
before the draft.
That's true. That's true.
Like the video of Imhoff where he's just like staring off into space as we're all screaming at each other. That started with Bill. Bill started all of that.
That is great. That's a great.
It's 9:40 here on Sunday night. Your boy's getting ready. We're gonna get ready for the week. But Alec, I had to hear your thoughts when Tom said you were late. I'm like, text me when Alec's there, because your fantasy pain is joy for most of this group.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
dude,
man.
I'm
It's
telling you.
like I eat it up, and you beat me with my super team with Lamar's breakout year with fucking Robbie Anderson and Sam Darnold and round 1 of that. Like everyone has a story of you doing that to them, and then Chris was venting, and I go, Chris, last year I was the points for a leader or just below it, and you beat me with like a Amon-Ra Jared Goff stack for like they had like 85. I'm like in the first round. So, but seeing you lose, I'm sorry, man. With Caleb on the bench, dude, it was just like a chef's kiss.
Well, dude, I don't think you weren't here. Did you see the game? It was literally the third to last play. Dak.
Yeah.
Literally, it's
no. CD caught a ball with like 40 seconds left.
Yes,
like,
and that was it. I was up before.
I wake up and text Chris. It would have been, it would have been 1 or 2 a.m. for you guys. And I go, Chris, you won with 40 seconds left, because he was sick and fell asleep. Because it shows the last play of someone getting points in the game, and it was 40 seconds left for CD to beat you by whatever it was. Were you watching that live?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, yes. I mean,
dude,
I
love it.
Oh, I didn't sleep well that night. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
like, that's
good,
not a joke.
good.
Like, I literally, told Leslie, I'm like, Les, you got to go to bed. I literally didn't fall asleep till, I'm not shitting you, 1:32 a.m. that night. I watched Death Note.
And
I watched
no
Begonia.
warm. Did you have a warm milk? And
I was a mess, dude. I'm not. Tom asked me this question: trivia loss or this one? Trivia loss will always be number one.
He hesitated,
but it was this will be a loss that sits with me for the rest of my life. There's no doubt. It is my worst fantasy loss. Not even close. Kills me.
It's so good.
No.
It reminds me of an episode of Stewie, like when Leslie's like, come to bed, and Stewie goes, shut up, bitch, I'm plotting revenge. And he's like, it's the middle of the night.
Dude, no, I'll tell you where I was at. This is how dark I was. I was going through each of Chris's players to see if there's any chance. I was watching their all 22 to see if there's any plays that could be corrected. That's what I did for an hour.
Yeah.
Looking for correction. I was going to email Sleeper and be like, hey, this is a...
I think this is a fumble.
This is 11 yards, not 12. And I was just going to nickel and dime it.
That was a backwards pass. That's not a reception. Dude, it's so what a stupid game.
It was so
what
dark.
A stupid game. I love this game we play.
It was
all right, guys.
Later, Gertz. Great seeing you.
I have to go. Peace. Have a good holiday.
Good seeing you, Gertz.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas. But yeah, that's all I got on fantasy.
Yeah, that.
God. Kills me. I'll never get over it. I will never. It'll sit with me. That's gotta hurt. Yeah. It'll sit with me for a long time.
No, Jalen Hurts will do the same thing to me.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention to that game. I thought for sure there was no fucking way.
There's no way
that Jalen Hurts would be outscored by Keenan Allen by
it's
any amount.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
It's like, yeah. I mean, you can't really that game is crazy, and it's crazy because that fucked you and it fucked me.
Fucked everybody.
It really did.
Yeah.
It really did. It just kind of was a flow. Which is, I will say, from a poetry standpoint, it's great that it was Jalen Hurts, who is such a divisive figure.
The fact that it was Jalen Hurts is such a... the only thing better if it had been Caleb Williams somehow.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. It's if you had to pick, the most divisive, guy, it's Jalen Hurts and Caleb Williams, you know? So it was great that this guy who everyone, has a really strong opinion about, pissed so many people off. It's good from that perspective, but God, it hurt my feelings.
Not that he has feelings.
God, yeah, seriously. Dude, I love it. There should just be a fake Jalen Hurts, quote
there's
generator.
Gotta be a Twitter bot for it.
Because there's, Twitter bot, thank you. Because there's just He's just such a walking cliche.
Emotions are irrelevant. That's
Yeah, I know. You said that's it.
That's it. That's all he needs.
That's it. Well, upwards and onwards. 2026, here we come. When do you? When's your pick? First pick? Are you second? Oh, you're first. Holy shit, that's right. You're last. Oh my gosh. And you have Josh Allen. When's your next one?
Depends on when Joe drops out.
Okay, so Joe's your next pick. So it's late. And then when's your
It's
third?
late now.
Third? Or you
I don't
have
have
two?
third first.
Oh, okay.
I have another second. I'm gonna get one from Dan somehow. I'm gonna pawn Tyler Shuckoff on him somehow. I think he kept that
Try
12
it.
for. I mean, he kept that 12 for a reason, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
Call it the
There
shuck
we go.
spot.
And then I've got 2/3, and I think I have 2/4. Yeah, 2/4.
Nice. Okay. Well, and then I must be picking what? So Fezz. I don't know how we do the tiebreaker, but I'll be picking.
You'll be
in, like,
picking
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Somewhere in there. The top special.
I like being in the middle of the round, though. I think.
No, it sucks.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, it sucks.
I had a good first round pick this year. Gibbs was nice this year.
Yeah, Gibbs would be good. I was hoping I might be able to.
I should have took Amon Ra or Puka in the second instead. I fucking took dickhead Nico Collins. Fucker.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Do you have to go?
Oh. Oh, can you pause this?
Yeah.
I thought he was saying today.
But you saw
Okay, yeah.
Wake Up Dead Man.
I did. Okay, so
Or do you want to talk Guillermo first?
let's do. What do you want to do? Let's do Ryan first. We're actually more interested in Ryan, I think.
Okay.
So I am not as well versed on Ryan as I think you are.
He's one of the few directors I've seen everything they've done.
Yeah, and so let's start with your journey with Ryan, because I'll kind of tell you what I've always thought of him, and then you can go with what you've thought of him.
Actually, I take that back. I haven't seen Brothers Bloom yet. But, I mean, from Ryan Johnson, he's always been a guy who's very focused on storytelling. He's always been a screenwriter. Like, I think I'm almost certain that everything he's directed, he's written. Which,
Definitely, yeah.
there's
I'm
a
looking
very
at-
big difference between those types of directors.
You are correct. Tom.
Christopher Nolan doesn't really write a lot of his stuff. He has, like, co-writers that he does a lot of that stuff with, but screenwriting is a very different skill than directing. But when you're able to mesh them together, I think you can create some really interesting things.
Well, and Brick was like, that was a big movie for you.
Brick, yeah.
Brick was a big movie, because that was like, you told me to watch that in high school, and that was kind of like your first foray into kind of like indie filmmaking, under the radar, small budget, neo-noir, a lot of like things that you're super into.
And a lot of what Brick was, well, for me personally, like, Brick was the first time that I, like, director style, like, clicked with me, because I watched it, like, this feels a lot like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked it up, and Ryan Johnson said in interviews and stuff that he tried to shoot it like a spaghetti western,
Right.
but with a neo-noir story, which is where you get that interesting idea, because, like, if you give Christopher Nolan a neo-noir script, he probably might not think to direct it like a spaghetti western.
Right.
And, you know,
And you
unless
love
it's-
spaghetti
unless
westerns,
it's
too.
Quentin Tarantino, in which case he makes every fucking thing he is
He
spaghetti
does.
western.
He does.
Everything,
He
it's
likes
just
those.
spaghetti western every single fucking time.
I mean, it's in every movie.
Even with it's just a grindhouse gore with
Yes.
close-ups and wide shots.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think writing? What else do you think is like Ryan's calling cards? Like, what do you think of him as?
That's what I kind of like about him, and this is what I've seen a lot in the Knives Out movies too.
Mhm.
Is that all three of those movies are, they're all still a murder mystery, but they're all very different films.
They are correct.
And he's just a deep lover of all things film or even like writing and stories and just stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think he has a very wide pool of inspiration to pull from, and I think that's how he is able to, I guess, find such synergy in the way he writes things and then how he shoots them. I think one of the best examples of someone getting past that would probably be Edgar Wright with Baby Driver. Because, I mean, every shot of that movie is lined up with dialogue.
Yes.
Like, everything is very specifically shot and blocked and written in a way to make it look the way it is.
Yeah. So it's interesting to me of like, So I've always considered Rian Johnson, Shane Black, and Edgar Wright to kind of all be swimming in the same waters. What do you think about that?
I would say that's a very good statement, and I'm actually going to watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
So
It's
they
that
all
time.
kind of play in the same waters, and they all have like interesting things to me in terms of like little like. So I think Edgar Wright is very much kind of he's the most like meta-y, almost like it seems like the most outwardly sort of like.
He certainly started that way. At least.
Yes, yeah. Like because I always think like Edgar Wright obviously is Scott Pilgrim and like that, and I always think he's
Scott
had
Pilgrim,
that.
the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah. He's always had that super meta kind of like thing, and then Shane Black has always had this sort of like really quippy dialogue, just great dialogue.
And he's pretty meta too. Kiss
He
Kiss Bang
is,
Bang and
it
other
is.
guys.
They're all,
yeah.
and that's why I think they're all in the same waters. But I think
Yeah.
like he's overtly like almost like Rick and Morty levels of meta, where then like the other guys are just self-aware,
okay.
but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like they're like pastiche, I would say. And then Edgar Wright is, I think his thing is just snappy dialogue. Like he's, or not Edgar Wright, Shane Black.
Shane Black. Yeah.
Really snappy
Very
dialogue.
quippy, very Frank Capra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and like that's why Robert Downey Jr. is like meant to do that sort of stuff, and
Yeah.
that's why that movie's so good because you're just Shane Black's. It's like Aaron Sorkin's the same thing. Like certain actors work really well with that sort of like like dialogue, and then that's why I think like Ryan to me, I don't know exactly what his like. That's what is his superpower. I think he's a good writer. I think like I would say it probably is his writing is the best. Like it's, but that's where I think I struggle with. Right, not that I dislike him, but I always think like what is his like specialty.
I would.
And that's where I think
Yeah.
is you think it is like he goes like, but Shane Black and Edgar Wright, they write all their shit too, don't they?
I'm not certain on Edgar Wright. I think he writes most of his stuff. I know he wrote the Cornetto trilogy with Simon Pegg.
Okay,
So
okay.
I think he might be kind of like Nolan, where he just always has a writing
Right.
partner of some kind.
Sure.
But I feel like he does more writing than like a Christopher Nolan would. I feel like Nolan's sitting in the chair thinking like it'd be cool to shoot Batman flying from this way. And it's like, okay, now I got to come up with a whole plot to explain why he's doing that.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and I do think Ryan, because like you look at his filmography, and I haven't seen Brothers Bloom, but everything else I've seen, and everything else is super really creative. Like Brick is really cool. Looper, really underrated, really good.
Yeah.
Really good. And time sci-fi kind of can be tricky because I remember he comes off Looper, and Star Wars: The Last Jedi was really cool. And now I think and that's why I think it's hard with Ryan because it's like. That became such a sort of line in the sand for his career.
Yeah.
Is The Last Jedi.
It's really unfortunate what happened with all
So
that.
maybe just help, because I honestly am not super on to Star Wars. So maybe just walk through kind of that whole story as much as I know there's so much to unpack there. But I think it's hard for me to understand Ryan's career without like really understanding The Last Jedi.
And I think part of that explanation will explain, especially like in his later part, where I think he excels from those other two guys, and I think that's his cinematography. I think he's visually
I
the
would
most
agree with
beautiful of those three. And
I
I think
would
that's
agree
how
with
he
that.
kind of sets out. Wake Up Dead Man was like if he keeps doing things like that, he will get to Nolan level.
Yeah,
I would say.
It was really pretty.
Yeah.
You're right. He has a good eye for. I mean, we'll talk about Last Jedi, but I would agree with that. He
Yeah.
definitely has the. Wake Up Dead Man had some really nice shots, and obviously Star Wars: Last Jedi had some really great shots too. We'll
Yeah.
talk more about some of that. But so, because you had the J.J. Abrams,
Yes.
And
So
he-
you had Force Awakens.
which was just a rehashing.
Yeah.
It was just
It's-
like by
It's
the
Jurassic
book.
World. It's,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like here's everything you little sickos want, and I'll give it back to you.
Yep.
Which is what Abrams ultimately. It's all he's really good for.
And that was. I still think that was fine for the first Star Wars movie in like a decade,
Yes.
and a way to like introduce this new section of the franchise and like I open it up to new kids and stuff, because at the end of the day, Star Wars is always for kids.
Agreed.
You have to introduce new kids so that the kids will keep buying the
Peace.
toys. Yeah.
So I would say I came out of Force Awakens and I was like,
Just a little right?
right.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
very on it. I was like, I'm not a big Abrams guy to begin with, although I do love Mission Impossible 3. But even that, I feel like it's pretty divisive. I'm not a big Abrams guy, and I think he kind of does the same thing over and over. He's very
I'm gonna say
Snyder-esque to me.
Yes, I have changed my opinion on J.J. Abrams a little bit. I'll watch his 2 Star Trek movies, but they're popcorn flicks. They are not the deep thinking things that J.J. Abrams kind of like portrayed. Or I wouldn't even say he portrays himself as this, but the era that he's had about himself because of Lost.
Yes.
And the only movie of his that I would honestly say right now that I actually like was Super 8.
Super 8 is good.
And
but
you know why Super 8 is so
good? Spielberg.
Yeah, and Spielberg helped him.
Yeah,
that's it. It's essentially like Spielberg Jr. And that's
what people thought he was going to be when he started his career.
Yeah, and he's even doing Star Wars is essentially Spielberg. Spielberg was supposed to direct Return of the Jedi.
Right. So, and I think that's part of the thing where I think Abrams was able to imitate so many of these people so effectively, which in and of itself is really fucking hard.
That is so true. It is not an easy thing to just recreate someone's style in a way that's,
It at least feels, it at least feels somewhat new enough, interesting, And I just think that was everyone thought he was going to be the next Spielberg. And I actually like Super 8. I still ride or die for MI3, but a lot of people just call it an Alias episode, and it looks like that at times. But Philip Seymour Hoffman's so good in that.
Philip Seymour Hoffman is so fucking good in that.
So good in that.
So fucking good
Elite in that movie. So I ride or die for MI3, but I understand people who don't like that movie. But I agree, Super 8's really good. But again, it's just he just ripped Spielberg's whole MI, but he did it well, and that's what he could do. And that's what I just think when he did Super 8. First off, you don't see that I just like that sort of genre of movie more, so I'm fine seeing it ripped off. Star Wars, I'm not as into, so I think when you rip it off, it's I don't like this even when it's done original and perfect.
Yeah.
So when I see the B- version of it, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, and even then, it's a different enough B- version to make $2 billion. And I think that if it was a true just beat for beat, almost exactly the same.
I agree with this. I do agree with that.
A New Hope, then it would not have done as well. It would have only made $1.5 billion.
Right, I agree.
But then you get that, and then so a lot of people like to say that Disney had no plan when it came to Star Wars.
See, and this is what
I don't think they had no plan. I think the plan was to have J.J. Abrams reintroduce everyone to the franchise because that's what he can do well.
Yes.
And because the original plan, again, was to have him direct that, Rian Johnson direct his movie, and Colin Trevorrow direct the third movie.
Yeah, that's a guy.
Have you read the script for Duel of Fates?
No.
The original script for Episode 9, there's something in there. There's a chance to have something in there. It could have also been another Phantom Menace.
I mean...
but it had a shot. It's much better than Rise of Skywalker.
And I think this is where I struggle with Ryan, because I remember when we were talking about Star Wars movies, literally when they were coming out, and you said this, and I agreed with it, and it made sense. Have JJ give us back what we want in a repackaged, derivative, but ultimately still cool way, and then let Ryan, do his version, and because that's kind of how the arc of the trilogy was, where the second one was kind of the departure, and I think
directed by a different dude.
Yes, exactly.
That's how it was supposed to be episodic.
And I think Ryan. So, but why I get confused by the Star Wars is so we have JJ sets it up, and it's here's all this shit that you guys know and love, boom. And then Ryan's story seems to be very much setting up a subversion of the entire Star Wars thing. Of what happens if Luke kind of sucks, and what happens if Rey's actually no one? And I kind of liked all of the subversion that was going on, and that's why I always found Last of the Jedi to be really thrilling. I thought it was kind of cool how it was playing with convention, which is something I think Ryan's really good at, and I thought it was really cool that he was doing it in Star Wars, and that's why I liked Last of the Jedi. But again, I'm also more than a casual, but less than an expert. So I don't know why people hate it so much.
Because of that, because it challenged how people view Star Wars, and some people get very upset about that.
Okay, that's
really what the idea of Luke failing was unacceptable to some people, and for a second, Mark Hamill too. Until he got through the whole script, a lot of people like to point to Mark Hamill saying he wouldn't have agreed that Luke would have gone in exile. If Luke fell to temptation for a second and thought he had the potential to turn into his dad, damn fucking right he shuts himself off to prevent himself becoming a true terror to the fucking galaxy.
Right.
Like, I'd rather take myself off the board than risk temptation and be my dad.
Right. And I think this is what you're describing is like, for me, I like Luke Skywalker. He's a cool protagonist. He's in nowhere like my even top 10 protagonists of all time. So when I see him like, oh, he might have failed, I thought that was cool. I thought it was like, oh, that's interesting. Like I didn't think that there was any world where you could conceive of Luke like that. But it's also because I don't hold him in that super high. He's just a character in a movie to me. Where
and it's also like humanified. Like you could like all the arguments made for Rey being a Mary Sue. Let's not forget that Luke Skywalker pilots an X-wing for the first time.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
perfectly does all that. Hits an impossible shot. He's been in that X-wing all of 45 fucking minutes. Okay, you go get in an F-15, and if you can go and hit any sort of target,
it's a
yeah,
seriously.
Then you can talk.
I never had issues with like the Mary
No,
Sue.
yeah, I know. But I'm talking about the people that get upset with Last Jedi.
I see. So
And
they
they-
think that that's another criticism. Of it.
And they even argue that, like, oh, she was only with Luke for like 15 minutes, and she can go and fight Snoke and all these like Imperial Guard dudes. Like, yeah, because that's how the fucking Force works.
Yeah,
that's how
I-
the Force. You are in no way, shape, or form in charge of any fight in Star Wars. It is always the Force, and the more you open yourself up to the Force, the more the Force helps you.
And that's like by
And it
being the
avoids-
chosen one.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
and it's all kinds of. And if you actually like go through the text, like Ryan Johnson does,
right.
he's just as big a Star Wars head as J.J. Abrams, and I would argue more so, loves it more, and that's why he tried to challenge it to show.
Yeah, which
like,
I think is cool.
holds up to the scrutiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so and again, like I've said before, off pod, I thought that fight scene is the most impressive set piece of any Star Wars film. Now again, I'm not as steeped in the lore, and if everyone have other, I would totally. But I'm only speaking from my experience. It's sitting in theaters watching that fight scene was the most thrilled and titillated I've ever been during a Star Wars franchise. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
The only better one is Duel of Fates in Episode 3,
Yeah,
and that's
there you go.
that's Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
That's
Which is like it has to,
it's-
yeah.
That there's too much weight. There's decades of weight on that fight.
Right, exactly.
Which
Which is
you can't recreate with the sequel quite like that.
right,
But
right.
that one was still. I mean, with such little buildup, it's still so fucking intense.
It is. So
And here's the thing: Ryan Johnson sets you up for the chance that you think that Rey might say yes to him.
yeah, I
It's
agree.
completely like he's throwing away all the usual rules we think for Star Wars, while still operating within the rules that have been set.
Yeah.
Like in terms of the Force, like I can do all these things, but the good guy doesn't have to win.
Right.
You can always go back and like fix it later, but
So, and I think that's so. And then so that movie, I don't think it did. Regardless of how it did commercially, it definitely felt like Ryan's star took a hit after that film for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was just like the Star Wars criticism that bleeded into him. And then, like, I don't want to talk about the third Star Wars, but I was really irritated that they could just retcon the shit out of all the
and
shit
that's
in the
part of the
second one,
problem.
which is why it felt like no plan. Like, I don't understand why, if you're getting Ryan, you read that script, you see what he's doing, and it's like,
It was overreaction to online discourse.
it was.
Because that online discourse lasted for a while. And it did not help that Solo was released after that
No,
and did not do well.
That's true.
So they
just retconned the shit out of it. And, like, that bummed me out. And then it just, like, it meant on top of it, it just made everything a mess.
Yeah.
Like, the whole trilogy.
J.J. Abrams tying up the trilogy was a terrible idea.
It was. I mean, and he has one move. He did his one
He
move.
did his one move. He's like, hey, so I recently. Oh, okay, no, we're good. We're going on this one. I recently just redid New Hope. So
Yeah.
I'll do Jedi then, I guess. I'll do Jedi.
I know. And it was like, it just did not work. And I think, and that's why I felt bad for Ryan, because it's like, then literally, he does the Knives Out trilogy. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that, like, which I want to talk about the Knives Out trilogy, but that's just, I mean, those went direct to Netflix. I mean,
Not the first one.
did it get a full theatrical
First one got a
release?
full theatrical release, yes.
Did it really?
And Netflix bought it. Netflix threw Ryan Johnson money and said, just keep writing them and we'll put them on Netflix.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously Netflix is, everyone has their issues with their stuff that they do, and they're kind of like, we're the trash machine. But
Yeah.
I do like that they kind of give, I like that they really do just like, hey, you want to
They
make
do
something?
occasionally take some swings.
And they're like, hey,
They
you want to
don't-
make something?
The problem
Here's
is they
some
don't
money.
always follow through on the swing.
Right, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
They'll do
But-
like a 3/4 swing and yeah, it sucks.
But I think Knives Out, so I think like, so I like Last Jedi, we moved to Knives Out with Ryan, First off, what's your favorite of the three?
My favorite, I want to say Wake Up Dead Man,
I think that's me too.
and then Knives Out, then Glass Onion. But
That's
again,
how I am, that's
like
how
if I'm rating all of those, that's a 99, a 95, and a 90.
Yeah, Glass Onion to me felt. Yeah, I think the
the
Yeah.
problem I had with Glass Onion is I feel like it's very, very obvious early on
Yes.
that Edward Norton's the bad
Couldn't
guy,
agree more.
and that just kind of takes it out for me. That's what I liked about Wake Up Dead Man. Other than my personal theory of how that works, knowing ahead of time, I still am trying to figure out the how, and there's also usually an accomplice when it comes to a whodunit.
Yes.
So that's also always a possibility.
And what I liked about Wake Up Dead Man, and I'm hoping Ryan links into this, is like there was a real weight to Wake Up Dead Man that I think, the first previous two Knives Out, like they kind of exist on this like there's some deeper commentary going on at times, but it's not as this one felt like a sincere kind of Ryan reckoning with his own thoughts on religion. And I'm glad that he did it.
Yeah, I saw a beautiful post about that saying that like Rian Johnson's two biggest influences in terms of like his worldview are Catholicism and Star Wars.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and these two movies challenge those two, or like those Last Jedi and Wake Up Dead Man challenge those two things in a very loving way to try and find like the good in both those things.
I think it's a great connection.
Right?
I really like that.
I really wish I had thought of that and not seen it.
I did not know he was like, but it felt like I really liked, like, because I thought, so first off, Josh O'Connor, he was in Challengers, fine in Challengers. I thought he was a little miscast.
He was in Challengers?
He was.
Was he one of the boys?
He was one of the boys.
Oh, okay.
Little miscast in Challengers, absolutely ripping in this movie.
Oh, true.
Incredible in this
Absolutely
movie.
insane.
Like, I was like, damn. Like, this, he's like, he went from I'm almost a season ticket holder, where it's like, he was just so good. And I, like, the scene that really stuck out to me a lot in Wake Up Dead Man was they're on this, like, they're in the office, they're on the hunt for the killer, and he takes that call from that woman.
Yeah.
And it was like,
that call's insane.
It was an insane, like, and he essentially just has to console, like, he's literally about, he's been charged with, like, or he's, everyone thinks he's a murderer, he's, like, hot on the trail.
Yeah.
And the movie there's such a forward pulse to the movie, and then it stops dead. And it's like, it just takes this beautiful
At a point
little...
where, like, we're about to find out very, very crucial piece of information.
Yes, and it just stops dead in the moment, and, like, it's really beautiful. And it's, like, why it's a great love letter to, like, spirituality, to Catholicism, to religion, and it's just, like...
humanity.
Yes. And
Being
it's like,
human.
yeah, it was really powerful, and like Josh O'Connor played it so well, and I was like, that was the moment for me where I was like, Wake Up Dead Man really clicked, where I was like, this is a new kind of, I just feel like the movies had never had that. He's always been really good with like propulsive, really tight, well written stuff, but then that like moment of heart and headiness was really cool, and I was really impressed with him in that moment, and I'm glad he did it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was good, and like I hope he leans into it. Like, I feel like the trilogy's good, and it made me very excited for the next Ryan project.
Yeah, whatever it is. Whether I do think he's doing something other than a Knives Out next, but I don't
Makes
think,
sense.
Yeah, don't know what it is yet. Because he did do in between these two, like between Glass Onion and Wake Up Dead Man, is when he did Poker Face.
Oh, that was the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, was pretty good. I mean, it's a very similar thing. It's a whodunit with Natasha Lyonne, who's fantastic.
Great. Yeah, Natasha Lyonne's great. I didn't watch Poker Face. What was it on?
It's on Peacock. Yeah, that's why I didn't watch it. Yeah, that's just what sucks. Like,
yeah, I mean, Peacock is like dying.
the fact that they're finally going to like reboot The Office and stuff with the paper.
Yeah,
like that's the desperation.
It's desperate.
It's the only thing after that is Cheers.
Yeah,
like, they'll just reboot Cheers,
dude. I mean,
pull Ted Danson away from Netflix and be like, "Hey, we need you." Help.
I can understand why you do it, like, but it is just like it is just the most desperate. Like, I'm throwing up the white.
No,
flag.
yeah, like you're falling back on the old IP. Like you just gotta grind out until you find something new.
I mean, it's rough because like there's that hospital show that's ripping it too now, like The Office. No.
Oh.
It's like another comedy on NBC.
St. Mercy.
Yeah. It's like we gotta let that format die. We're done.
I do think it's time.
We gotta let that format go. It was great. It
yeah.
worked for The Office. It was wonderful. and we can bring it back in
We
20 years.
perfected it with Parks and Rec, and
Yeah.
I really haven't enjoyed anything since then that was like that. What I think they need to move toward is still using that type of camera style, but you don't have to have the floating heads. every
I
time.
agree.
The Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I think. So if you look at the progression of Mike Schur shows and go from The Office to Parks and Rec to Brooklyn Nine-Nine to The Good Place, that is how you form. That's how you create a perfect TV show like The Good Place,
Yes.
which is 10 out of 10, no notes. There's not a
Huge
single
show.
It's a perfect amount of episodes.
Good Place
hard
is beloved.
Yeah, no,
Beloved
it is.
TV show.
I still wouldn't. It's not something I rewatch a lot.
Yeah.
But talking from like just a pure technical perspective, perfect.
I mean,
It's
people
insane.
love The Good Place.
Yeah.
And I mean, that means a lot coming from you because you are a sitcom comedy. I mean, that is your like wheelhouse.
yeah,
Like
that
that
is
in comics are like you know those things like the back of your hand, and like people just love The Good Place, and that's I mean, I guess we don't need to take the diversion into
Right,
TV,
no,
but
yeah.
I do. I think there is something about Ryan you said that I really liked is he shows love by challenging, and I think is a really good thing you said. And I'm very curious to see if he continues that because it is very because I mean even Knives Out to a certain extent he clearly has a sort of admiration for Agatha Christie mysteries and and the first one is just a very kind of like genre subversion and this one felt like the mystery was secondary to his thoughts on Catholicism and religion and spirituality, which is fine for me. And I'm hoping he continue. It works really.
Yes.
He's really good at it.
It's almost like I would argue it's very similar to like the Marvel formula, where every Marvel movie is a different genre
Yes.
with the underlying theme of comic book characters.
Correct.
And then if he can do something similar, where he's making anything short of sci-fi and fantasy,
Mhm.
with just an underlying whodunit, I think that would be
It'd be
fucking
cool.
insane.
It'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
I like Ryan. So I know I gotta get going here, but
Yeah.
I do want to talk about Guillermo too.
Yes, Guillermo del Toro, the other big Netflix director right now.
Seriously. So
Did you
Man.
watch Frankenstein yet?
I have not. I was between Begonia and Frankenstein, and I watched Begonia. In my depression of sadness. So let's start from the beginning though of Guillermo. Is Guillermo's a favorite director of yours? Top 5, top 7
He's
director?
a top 10. I'd say
Top
he's
10 for
He's
you?
my favorite of the Three Amigos. I
Oh,
would say.
interesting. Is he really?
Yeah, he's my favorite. Yeah, I would put him above Quaron.
So, wow, okay.
After Frankenstein.
Damn,
Just
that's
as his
crazy.
whole body of work, yeah. Because Pan's Labyrinth it's one of the few Criterion Collection movies I have. It's right over there.
It's
fucking
amazing.
insane.
I mean, it's an amazing. That's a perfect film. Now, is Inarritu the third? Is he the third amigo?
Yeah, he's the third one.
Okay, so Inarritu, for the record, do you see he's doing a movie with Tom Cruise?
No. Fuck yeah.
Let's go!
Fuck yeah.
Get my boy out
That's
of
a fucking
Mission
another
Impossible.
Revenant. Yes.
Get my
Fuck
boy
yes.
out of Mission Impossible.
Oh,
thank
Inarritu's
God.
crazy enough. Oh, dude, can you imagine Tom Cruise in The Revenant? He would have said, "Get a
Dude.
real fucking bear, man.
Yeah,
Give
it's,
me a bear."
It is Digger. Is that you got to see the teaser? The teaser came out. It's Tom just doing his thing.
Oh my god.
You'll look at the even the fucking posters. Right?
Oh, I've seen
Alley.
this poster. Fuck.
That's him. Yeah, dude.
John Goodman's in it. Oh, that's gonna be.
Dude, it's gonna rip. And finally getting Tom Cruise out of fucking Stuntman.
Okay, so yeah, this is his first English film since The Revenant. That makes sense. I haven't seen him in forever.
No, he's been out
Not
for a
since
while.
Revenant and Birdman.
Yeah, Birdman, great.
Birdman was
I
great.
actually think Inarritu's probably my favorite of the three.
That's
is
it is a 99, 95, 96.
Yeah,
for me.
I like Inarritu a lot, but because I think I liked early Guillermo, and I think later Guillermo for me has fallen off. But I haven't watched Frankenstein yet. What is your favorite Guillermo movie? Would you say other than is Frankenstein number 1 for you now?
No, it's not number 1, but it's certainly in the top 3 with Pan's Labyrinth. I'd say this is a bit of bias for me just because of comics, but I would put Hellboy as my favorite of them because I
It's
think
really good.
it's
was
a
gonna
really
go
good movie,
Pan's.
and it's just so much fun.
I was gonna go Pan's.
I really do feel like Guillermo is just like, for a minute there, he's just like, I'm gonna be a kid making this movie,
Yeah.
and that's how it comes off.
So that's what I was gonna say. I think so. I had number 1 of his. I mean, like you said, Pan's Labyrinth is kind of like Parasite or Mad Max Fury Road for me.
Yeah.
Where if you have it as like a perfect film, I'm not gonna fight you on it. Like, it is so good.
Yeah.
It is elite from start to finish. Really heartfelt, really cool time period. Obviously, the creature design is second to none. A really heartbreaking, beautiful. I mean, just ripping, absolutely ripping.
And personal too, in a sense, because I mean, it's about colonialization and all that. Being
Yes.
a Mexican guy, yeah.
Yep. That was a great movie. And so then he comes out and then he does Hellboy Golden 2, which is it. And then
Yeah,
he
Hellboy
does.
2's not the best.
So like, here's late period. So early period, go Devil's Backbone, great horror movie. Blade 2, that's not the one for Did you see Blade 2? I'm sure you have.
Blade 2 is... Wait. Oh, that's right. I always fucking forget he did Blade 2. I keep wanting to say that, oh god, who's the guy that did the... Who wrote... Oh my god. David S. Goyer. I always attribute the Blade films to David S. Goyer. But yeah, he directed Blade 2. Blade 2 is the best Blade.
Is it really?
Oh, it's so fucking... it is just Guillermo being a kid and having fun.
Okay.
It is almost the exact same as Hellboy. I would say, like, if you watch those two blackout drunk, you're not going to know which is which. You're going to be like, why did the black guy turn red?
So, because I do think you go, like, I love Devil's Backbone. I think it's great. And then you go Hellboy into Pan's Labyrinth. Like, that's nice...
insane.
I mean, and Blade 2, which you said is good. I mean, that's a nice four movie run there. And, like,
Yeah.
so then he does that. Then he does Hellboy 2, Golden Army. And then he goes on this sort of, like, weird, like...
Crimson Peak.
He goes on Pacific Rim, Crimson Peak, Shape of Water.
Those are all three very, 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 very different movies. Even on the surface, Crimson Peak seems like Shape of Water. It's not.
Shape of Water, I didn't like.
That's fair.
I just didn't
I'd say
like
that's
it
fair.
much. And then I didn't really like Pacific Rim much either. And I know, like, he loves it and the kaiju and I get it. Like,
I'm not a big kaiju person either.
I'm not either. So that, like, so, and then
I like Godzilla, and if he had gotten the chance, I wish he had gotten the chance to make a Godzilla movie. And if he wants to throw giant robots in a Godzilla movie, why the fuck not?
Right.
I wouldn't have given a fuck
I'm
about
not
that.
gonna give a shit.
Just if there's no Godzilla scream, I'm not going to a kaiju movie. I'm sorry, I just don't care.
It's kind of how I feel too. And then he does that. He does Nightmare Alley, which I also saw, which I did like more. I saw it. I think I saw it on Christmas Day. Actually, I think it came out on Christmas, and then I saw it on Christmas Day with my family. So, I liked it. It didn't like blow me away.
I actually don't think I've seen that one.
It's fine.
I haven't seen that or his Pinocchio yet.
So,
I'm nervous about his Pinocchio.
Well, and I don't think his Pinocchio was super loved either, and I didn't see it either.
Because I know he's basing it entirely off the book, and that book is dark.
Yeah, and so I guess that's what I'm getting at. Where for me, it's like I feel like creatively, it felt like he was kind of...
I would say in that period of Crimson Peak to Pinocchio, he was going through something.
Yeah, this just isn't a great run here. You
Crimson Peak, I liked Crimson Peak. I think it's a worthwhile movie. Yeah. Tom Hiddleston's great in it. It is also very... I mean, if you watch... I guess you could say it's like a horror Downton Abbey a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I don't... I just felt like, to me, like... So, let's actually talk about Frankenstein, because you loved Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. I thought it was really good.
So, why do you think Frankenstein, like, works in something like Shape of Water didn't work necessarily as much, then? Like, why do you think they are... Or, like, any of his kind of, like, post...
I think a big part of Shape of Water not working is just, like, general public discomfort for the idea of a dude like...
Yeah,
the swamp guy fucking a lady. I think that
was weird.
That's weird.
It's weird.
That's weird. Like, there's
no...
Like, we are both two very progressive people. We're very supportive of anybody and anything, but, weird cross-species stuff is a thing, and there's a reason bestiality is illegal. And
it just felt uncomfortable in the movie theaters.
It's just not great.
And, like, I like Sally Hawkins. I think that she's a fine actress.
Yes, I thought she did good in it.
And that's what but that's what I kind of getting at, where it felt like Shape of Water to me is, like, kind of like...
I think Guillermo let too much of himself out.
But I think that's kind of the key. That's what I'm trying to get at, is it seems like a lot of his movies, like, have this sort of, like, I am a monster at my... Yeah. I am outwardly a monster, but secretly I'm a good... But society treats me in a certain way because of my, like, outwardly monsterly appearance.
Yeah.
And that
Blade.
Yes.
Pan's
They're
Labyrinth
all
are
they're all kind of on that. And so he gets to Frankenstein, and it feels like he's just making the entire subtext of his career now the primary text of like he's been making essentially Frankenstein movies a lot, and now he's like, fuck it, I'll just actually make it, you know?
Yeah.
Which is why I think I'm like not super like excited to see it. 'Cause it's like, how does that compare to like Hellboy or like Shape of like this?
Because Frankenstein is the thing that got him into this shit. It's
No,
like,
yes.
yeah, it's like Rian Johnson getting to do a Star Wars movie. That's
Yes,
why
okay.
he loves this thing. So this is his chance. Like, it is I would argue it's a lot like Star Wars. It challenges the general idea of Frankenstein. I mean, it doesn't tread too much new ground, because how much new ground can you tread with Frankenstein? But he makes his own adaptation that's still very faithful to Mary Shelley, and offers more. I mean, it's hard to give a female character agency in Frankenstein. There weren't really. I mean, there was one in the original, and then he just gave her Mia Goth a bunch of screen time and made her much more relevant to the conflict between Victor and the monster.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to like unpack, because there's another Frankenstein movie coming out with Christian Bale. Have you seen this one?
No.
This one's it's called The Bride, and
okay, so this is actually different. This might be.
So
is this the Universal one?
Yes. So
okay, they've been trying to get this fucking made forever.
They are, and I'm excited.
And Guillermo del Toro almost fucking directed it.
See, and this is the movie I wish he would have made. To be honest with you.
And to be fair, he did take inspiration from Frankenstein's Bride when making Frankenstein. He pays an homage to not just Mary Shelley, but the 1931 Frankenstein as well, and all the ones that came after it.
Gotcha.
Because those are the things that that he loves.
And I think that this is a movie that I would have been more interested in him making something like this, and you're centering it more on the Bride of Frankenstein. I think it just would have had a little bit more like palettes for him to play with, where I just felt like the Frankenstein
he could have had more. He could have been a kid.
Yeah, where I just feel like you said, like the Frankenstein story to me has been. It's just like, I know like there's like more faithful adaptations, less faithful adaptations, but like so much of that to me is like kind of retread ground, both by him and other folks, that it's like I'd rather see him would have gone like this direction and like centering around the bride and having like Frankenstein with the bride, and like I think that, and like almost you had to take like the Shape of Water concept, but then just like actually now we're just together, like instead of the beginning, like let's just go to the end of this relationship and see how that goes, But I am going to watch Frankenstein because you said it, and I want to see Elordi. And that's high on my list.
That is, I would say that, as long as, this is a big step for Elordi, and he needs to make sure he doesn't trip on the next one.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm very, he's getting a lot of buzz off this movie. Still, and I still hear about
and
it.
And he apparently did a miniseries recently, too, because that was one of the suggestions I had. Yeah, and he got some buzz for that.
And so I am curious to see where his next movie goes, because Frankenstein seems to be a big moment for him.
Yeah.
And regardless of where I think about, Guillermo, his, period, I do think Frankenstein has had some juice, culture. This seems to be his most relevant film he's made in years.
Since Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Because, Shape of Water won an Oscar. How many people are rewatching Shape of Water?
No one cares.
Same with Crimson Peak. Same with
Nightmare Alley.
Nightmare Alley. Yeah, they're good. They're good films, but this is Frankenstein is something that I would rewatch.
Yes,
Frankenstein is something that if Sam and Ella wanted to watch a movie and they were like, we need a suggestion, I'd be like, you guys should watch the new Frankenstein.
Right,
it's worth watching. Yeah.
And I think that it's important because I think Elordi, I think that it does. I think it's I think Elordi was kind of in this. What is he as an actor? And this kind of, like you said, you don't necessarily know what he is, but it's at least an interesting first step. And I do think I feel like this movie has made more inroads and has made more noise than a lot of other Guillermo movies.
Yeah.
And I am excited to see where he goes next, but I hope he doesn't need to make any more I would love to see him go back to make an old school horror movie. That's what I'm really riding for, because I'm a horror guy. Then he did Cabinet of Curiosities, which was not very good, and I couldn't get through it. And I think that's where I had fatigue too. And I want him. I would just love to get him down and dirty with a nice horror. Just try to scare the shit out of me. You know
I want to
saying?
see him do an Evil Dead or
I'd
love to see him take one of the old franchises and just make a single standalone one that's just fucking terrifying.
Yes.
And
I think what Guillermo is really good at his creature design, chef's kiss.
Top notch.
Chef's
Top
kiss.
notch.
Always
He's-
incredible
Whoever
creature design.
his costume designer and makeup artist team is
They're-
like I feel like he's stuck with them since Pan's Labyrinth.
I agree.
I would hope it.
I mean, Pan's Labyrinth is elite, like world class. But then, like all of his Hellboy, like they
Hellboy,
always had
God.
cool little like obviously Hellboy's cool, but even like the people, like his backgrounds they're so rich and they were so clearly like well
Frankenstein
thought.
was a lot like this too.
You know?
There were parts of it that were like CGI, and you can tell,
Right.
and it kind of hurts. And I blame Netflix more for that.
I know.
Because there were some like you can't. There's no, oddly enough no big giant black tower that you can just make that goes 80 feet in the air.
Tougher to find.
Yeah, it's hard to find that.
Yeah, and I think that's why I want Guillermo to get back to sort of like more practical effects, theoretically cheaper, and like
I mean, I
just
could see him doing a reboot of like Friday the 13th or
yeah
something
something
too.
like that. You know,
where
like there's
he gets to have a monster
yes.
and just twist it in whatever way he wants. Because there's a good story there with the mom and the kid.
Yeah, there is. He could definitely but I agree. It would be cool to see him like mine something and just that's what I'm kind of really hoping for his career. But he's been like Hellboy was such a great movie. Now I want to rewatch Hellboy.
Yeah.
It was so good. Ron Perlman, it was like in the horror. It was good, really good.
God, everybody in that movie is pretty good, except for maybe the FBI, the new FBI.
Yeah.
Dude, if you get like John Cusack, maybe.
Yo, now you're talking.
Or
John Cusack.
John
would be
Cusack.
great.
That's a role that I feel like, God. I just watched An American President because of Rob Reiner.
Oh, I saw you put that on your letterbox.
Yeah, it worth a watch, and it's what it created or inspired Sorkin to do The West Wing. But Michael J. Fox is in it as like a little staffer. Like he has a direct quote in the movie saying like, "Yeah, if this all goes to shit, I'm the dude that goes to jail. Like my job is the guy that goes to jail. So we gotta make sure everything's fine." God, he could have been good in that too. Like
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox.
Wow.
That's
an
he
interesting
might have been a
point.
little too old for that one at that point,
I
but
think it would have been.
God.
He's great. Old school Michael J. Fox is great. Though.
Yeah, I'd seen him in that. I was floored by how I forget how good he is because you just see Marty McFly.
Right.
And to be fair, he
Well,
does Marty McFly so well because he's trying to do a thing.
Right.
That's why
but
Marty.
I do think he is. I mean, he was great in everything for a while there. I mean, he was also it's a bummer. It's a bummer with him. He was a great. And what's interesting to me is there's not really another Mike. There hasn't really been another Michael J. Fox. Like, who's the modern day equivalent of him?
God, I don't know because Michael J. Fox started on Family Ties.
Yeah.
Where he may or may not have partially contributed to the downfall of America by making everybody think Ronald Reagan was cool. So skip that for now.
It's okay. We'll hold that against him.
Yeah, we don't because I'm sure he regrets that. I'm just almost certain. But then he was just a fucking stud. I mean, I'd almost argue maybe if he doesn't get sick, maybe Tom Cruise isn't as big as a star because he might have lost a few of those roles to Michael J. Fox.
100%.
Yeah,
and that's what's interesting. Where it's like, because the only guy that came to mind for me, and he's not as handsome.
But to go from that child star and keep it consistent and be so good all throughout that, I don't know if we've seen that.
But I'm not even saying I just mean literally the type of character he usually was of kind of the I'm barely keeping it together, but also whatever I feel very confident it's gonna work out.
The inverse Ferris Bueller.
Yes, exactly.
Everything still works out fine, but
it's
you don't
not
feel
as calm.
fine getting there.
Yes, exactly. But I do think that
Brendan Fraser.
You think?
If he had been able to stay in Hollywood, I think he could have got there.
I hear you there. His Mummy, I could see that. The guy who I was thinking that could have bit off his career a little bit was Charlie Day. I thought he could have had a little bit of that. Because I think you need a very kinetic, energetic, almost manic actor. You know what I'm saying? I think Charlie can be a little he's just not as handsome.
He's just never had a movie that popped off.
No, he never did.
The closest one was Horrible Bosses, and that.
Right, but he's not even. But the movie he directed, he was kind of in that role a little. That's a role that maybe Michael J. Fox could have pulled off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that movie works with a Michael J. Fox.
Or if you have Always Sunny, the episode, the Charlie Works episode.
The Charlie Works
that
episode,
feels like a Michael J. Fox vehicle almost. almost. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah.
big. So like, I do feel like again, Charlie Day's just not as handsome as Michael J. Fox, and not as like. Also, Michael J. Fox just had that like charisma thing. You know, like
Yeah.
you can't teach that. He
That
just
confidence and
he's just like you.
Charlie Day is very notably like he's
Right,
not
he's a
that
little
super
too
confident.
neurotic.
Yeah.
He's a little too neurotic. Where like Michael J. Fox had some neuroticism, but he was like it's almost like if you had like confidence and neuroticism, it was like here and here for Michael J. Fox. Or a Charlie Day, it's more
It's like
this,
yeah.
you know, and you kind of need to like have for it to work. But I like Michael J. Fox. Thing. I did like him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
He was he did do a Curb episode
Oh,
after
did
he
he?
retired as himself.
Was it good?
He was good. It was not the best episode that Larry's written because naturally Michael J. Fox hands Larry David a soda pop because
Yeah.
and then but it becomes a whole but there is a whole thing of like him clomping around up the stairs like Larry lives below Michael at the time
Ah,
and he's
nice.
clomping around and he keeps accusing Michael of like I think you're overselling the ALS
Nice. That's
And
a
it's-
classic.
which is a good Larry bit, but I just feel like he didn't mine it quite enough to
Okay.
like really dig himself in deep.
That's a great bit. I mean, it's such a Larry. That almost feels. Yeah, that's a good. I mean, you could see. Yeah, it's like
truly the most beloved, one of the most beloved people in America, and you're like, I think you're kind of a piece of
Yeah,
shit.
it's
I think you're a little
classic.
bit of a piece. I think you're kind
It's
of
a
milking this. I think you're a little bit of a piece of shit.
so classic. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
kind of Larry David's whole thing. It's just- yeah, it's great. Okay, I gotta get going.
Yeah.
Um,
We talked for a while, but this will be so. This camera is the only one recording right now. I'm going to give you the chance to do the sign off since you haven't done it in a long time.
man, wow, that's an honor, Tom.
Yeah.
Well, to everyone who's still in the playoffs, good luck. I haven't checked results recently. I don't know. It looks like our final is going to be Joe
Actually-
and Bennett.
Let's double check that right now. We were talking so much pop culture, we forgot to check that. The semifinals are ongoing right now.
And to all the folks in the semi, is it looking like?
It's looking like Bennett versus Joe.
Wow.
That'll be a fun pod for me.
Wow.
That'll be a fun finals pod, baby.
Well, good luck to Bennett and Joe in the finals. Good to all our other fellow losers. I'll see you all next year.
You're not last, at least.
True. And everyone have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
Happy
Christmas,
holidays.
guys. This will definitely come out before Christmas. This is going to be a nightmare for me to edit, though.
Dude, this
This will probably be 2 content.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
this-
to divide
maybe-
this in
yeah,
half.
divide
Yeah.
Well, hey, signing off. See you all in the new year.
Yeah, we'll talk Ryan Johnson a little bit.
Okay. Did you have anything else for fantasy?
No, I'm not even fully locked in for next year yet because I'm already thinking about how to try and move some of these keepers in some way, shape, or form.
You do have a shitload of keepers.
Yeah, and
I mean,
When I realized
who
I wasn't gonna
doesn't-
get picks.
Who doesn't have keepers?
Dan for sure doesn't have keepers. I think a lot of the people that went all in don't really have keepers.
Okay.
Fez is debating not keeping Egbuka. He was talking to me about that, which,
Why would he not?
well, I can understand it if he thinks that he might have a sophomore slump, and then he'll probably try and pick him for dynasty because long term that's going to be great. But
Dude, where did Ibuka go in our draft?
I want to say he went 6 or something.
And that's what I thought. He went pretty high.
Yeah, he went
Not
pretty high,
keeping
like-
Ibuka's crazy.
But I mean, yeah, I don't know.
But let me go check out my fantasy team, see how we're doing over there. I'm such a fucking...
No, you're fine, dude.
No. I meant like the fantasy.
Oh, your team. Yeah.
Although the thing
yeah,
is
like
Chris
Luka's in
Gertz
the
isn't
set.
totally out of it yet because it's not like fucking Bennett's having a great day.
Ooh, Lad McConkey got a touchdown for him. Thank God. I
Like
hope
that.
everybody from my team helps out Bennett, and everybody from my team helps out Chris.
There we go. 155. I guess I didn't have that great a week. I guess it would have been pretty much okay, fuck me.
Okay, so there we go.
Nice. It's great.
Great
We did
pod.
that.
That's
God,
going to be
that
like
was
a
nice.
3
It's way
hour
better
ride.
to do it in person.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Way better. Look at that. Yeah, Joe's gonna beat Bill.
Yeah.
And Bennett's gonna beat.
I think Bennett's
Wow.
Bennett looks a little safer than Joe does.
Yeah, he does.
Because, God, Bucky sucked. Damn it. Sorry, Chris. Josh Jacobs sucked. Jalen Coker. Why did you start Jalen Coker?
Because his team got fully injured, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They got.
Oh, Rashi Rice went. Yeah,
Yep.
that's right. I forgot about Rashi Rice and
And he
Devontae
didn't have a lot of wide receivers. You know?
no. It was